Here's the thing. Everybody says it's better in threes. Well, we're going on 3 years, and I got to say, we've had one guest that's been here 3 times. Now, is it a fluke, or is he our actual magic ticket to the world of podcasting? Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you once again in the new studio down in Valhalla Underground, Mr. Big Ian C.
Grazie. That was fantastic. Welcome, everybody, to the Loki and Jabroni Show, live on a Tuesday night. Feeling great. My name's Jabroni. The gentleman to my far right
is Loki, as always.
The man in the box is Eddie Focus. And this tall drink of water right here, once again, back with us for another run. Big Ian C., Ian Cunningham. Let's run off the list of accomplishments. Tall, redheaded guy, drinks crappy beer, loves Irish whiskey, fantastic parody songwriter and stand-up comic. Is there anything you don't do?
Norwegian women.
Really? Yeah. There's some.
Well, I'm offended.
Right?
I'm already triggered.
This is bullshit. Where's that snowflake Mentos?
Coming soon.
Is it because they don't, like shave under their armpits, or is it?
Because I almost said, because I order my coffee black, and I always say like my women. So I always just think that. So is there anything you don't do? I almost said black women, but that's just not accurate.
Yeah.
That's not a true statement.
Might have got shut
that popped
down.
in my mind was Norwegian women.
Fair enough. And we don't want to get shut down. So everybody's doing good today?
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. Feeling good.
Awesome.
Got the new
beer.
stereo in my car. Excited.
Nice.
I'm back in the 90s.
You don't mess with my radio.
So what's this intro? I saw some wrestling intro.
Well, you were part of that, actually.
I was going to say, I want to watch that.
Those are the clips, man. Those are the...
Couple two
I threw it together for the opening credits, man.
He's using a baby. Tell me.
He's using the baby.
Tell me.
And footage from the great Tatanka.
Yes, from the CSW show. So we had Colors for a Cause, CSW, the stuff from back in the original Valhalla days, and now we're here doing what we do.
Fucking absolutely.
In the Red Room of Doom. So what do you got on your mind this week before we get into Big E and C?
Red. No. That's
Is the color of my girlfriend. Oh,
I feel like I'm the opposite of what's this? No, it was red, wasn't it? No, it was. It was yellow. It was yellow. Remember Great American Hero? Was it
Yes,
yellow? It was
it was
yellow,
red.
right? No, it was red.
It was red.
Right? Yeah. That's why
Yep.
I feel like fucking I lose all my superpowers. I come down
You
here.
still have your superpowers.
Freaking all the red's gone.
They're in bottles in this little fridge over here. That's where your superpowers come from.
Let's see. I did have, they finally, what's his face? If you guys remember, about a year ago, some guy went viral on Facebook, and actually went up and murdered somebody on Facebook Live.
Shit.
If you guys,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Not the newscaster guy.
No,
A rapper?
No,
murdering
he
a
was just
track?
literally all he did was he's like, I'm having a bad day. I'm going to fuck somebody else's world up. He goes on Facebook Live and he literally just decides, I'm going to pull over.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot this. I think his name was whatever. He was like 72 years old or something like that.
He was an older guy, yeah.
he was somebody's grandfather, somebody's father. Yeah, it was just
I
fucking
do remember that.
such bullshit.
He sees the gun. No.
regardless, he finally turned himself in.
Good.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, like today. Like today turned himself in. And the parents are now going after Facebook. They're saying that Facebook had the knowledge, the information that they could have given, police plenty of information on this dude, but they just didn't. Facebook, of course, stands behind their thing that, that everything is private and blah, 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 blah. So
All they need is a warrant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
So I'm just kind of glad they finally got the douchebag because it just goes to show. I mean, this guy literally was running for a year,
Give or take, yeah.
yeah, a year, just a year. And I mean,
Was us, it's now February 18th, so we're talking about 17, late summer, early fall 16. So it's been a little over a year.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
This is like those jackasses that
What's up,
wanted
Lynch?
to sue Snapchat for speeding
Yeah. Yeah.
because they want to get the best picture with their speed limit up there, and Snapchat was making me drive unsafely.
No, dumbass.
That was actually a feature on your iPhone. That was one of the first things that iPhone 7 gave you the ability of. Is,
Yeah, but no kid is going to sue the almighty Apple.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. You're gonna sue the little ghost monster that looks like the frickin' Pac-Man thing there.
I mean, does
God.
Facebook really think they would have gotten in trouble with anybody? Like, anyone would be upset if they use this?
What are
Right?
they-
I'm gonna stop using Facebook because you turned it in.
Yeah.
Come on,
You know
man.
what I mean? Please.
Here it comes, devil's advocate.
Oh, no.
If Facebook had just turned over that information, it would hurt the police case.
Okay.
What do you mean?
If you don't obtain information legally via with a warrant, it could have hurt their criminal case against them.
Dexter does it all the time. He gets away.
But Dexter
Oh, here we go.
has had forensic training.
Shane Douglas did it.
No, he did not.
What's his name?
Who?
Sullivan.
Who? Ray Lewis?
Kevin Sullivan.
The guy who killed Chris Benoit's family?
No, motherfucker, no. Chris Benoit killed Chris
All right,
Benoit's
show
family.
is over.
And then
The
Chris
show is
Benoit killed Chris Benoit. Nobody killed Chris Benoit
Have a
and his
nice
family
night,
except
folks.
Chris
I'm
fucking
Eddie
Benoit.
Focus. This is Loki. This is motherfucker here's ruined everything.
Motherfucker Jones decides to come in and invoke Kevin Sullivan.
Bring in his own conspiracy theory.
By the way, they already made a movie about this guy. No Facebook for old men.
Oh, jeez.
That's true. That's true. that's going to be a Rotten
I saw Wes
Tomatoes
Craven
favorite.
outside shooting a horror film. This place is something else.
We are in the middle of nowhere.
It is the only house on the left.
I
Actually,
wrote 5 country songs. Just rolling down.
Jeepers
that road.
Creepers 4 is going to be filmed on location
Right out back.
here. Right here.
Right out back.
It'll be a step up from that last
It
piece
will.
of
3
shit.
was
oh my
fucking
God.
horseshit, huh?
Going with the Batmobile.
That was,
Oh, my God.
What is Jeepers Creepers about?
Never saw the first two were. I'm sorry,
I
they were
like the first two.
fantastic.
I love
they
the
were
first two.
fantastic. So essentially, this dude is he's not a demon. He's not a fucking.
He might be.
He could be. There's not enough information on him. But every
It's like
what's
The
it-
Undertaker.
It's like every 20 years.
23 years,
Yeah.
he eats for 23 days, or eats for 23 days.
Right, and then he
So
kind
he's
of
like Jesus.
goes
Or
back
Rosie
into
O'Donnell.
slumber. Yeah, goes back. Yeah, Rose. Yeah, but Rosie eats like human flesh every day. She never slumbers.
That's right. She goes to the
Yeah,
buffet for
she-
23 days, then she slumbers.
Right. This motherfucker's out
Gotcha.
for 23 years, is only up for 23 days, and anything, he doesn't technically regenerate, sort of say. He has to eat the part
Right.
to get it back. So if you blow half his face off, he has to come back and eat half your face to get his face back.
Well, that just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Sure it does.
All right.
It makes me laugh.
I bought it.
So anyways, Jeepers 1 and Jeepers 2 were actually pretty decent movies.
Really good. I liked them.
I really liked the first one. The first one kind of blew my mind. I didn't know expect from it. And then
What was your original point as far as like?
Jeepers Creepers 3 was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
Was like
He's saying the
Shouldn't have-
creeper is in your backyard.
it's possible.
and he's probably going to murder us because that's how bad this movie was. He is not sleeping
no,
for
he closed the
23
door.
years.
And what kind of shit is that to like, I'm not going to do another sequel. I'm going to do a movie that takes place in between the first two.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, what?
How many people on the Facebook Live there have seen the Jeepers Creepers 3? What's it called?
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yeah, whatever he's talking about.
It's
Probably
fucking
Eddie, Mike, and like 3 others.
and you.
It's on
yeah.
Netflix.
You know about the Batmobile, so stop.
Well, because he
So
told
stop.
me.
No, no.
well, that was
you-
my
you
rant on
watched it.
Facebook.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
was
But you still watched it.
I had to see the Batmobile.
Exactly. So
I
stop.
had to see the
so
Batmobile.
don't try to buttercoat it like you didn't watch this piece of shit either.
Remember those really bad after school specials? That's how bad the acting was. in
Oh,
this.
it's sad when the creepers that when he's like that's the best shit. That was I was like, dude, you practiced that shit forever. 'Cause-
Well, he did in the other movies.
yeah, but this was like perfect. It may maybe because the acting was so bad, this was just so perfect.
In all the other movies, when they do it up close of the creeper and he looks at his eyes like he's all evil. In this one, I swear to God, he was rolling his eyes.
yeah, he's like, you want me to do what? Yeah, no,
Please stop acting.
no, please.
Wow.
I'll let you go if you stop acting.
I'm gonna drive the Batmobile. I'm done.
I got to ask Jabroni a question.
Go ahead.
Before we went live,
Yep.
I got to know, who's Fatty McShamu? Speaking of movies. You don't have to say it. I just wrote it down. I don't know who it is. You don't have to say it, but I figured and by the way, you're making fun of my Coors Light. He's got the Bushman right over there.
Kevin Harvick. He's our security guard right now.
That's a NASCAR.
He's got a nice powdered face.
Jimmy Johnson pays my
He
bills.
does. Fuck Jimmy Johnson. Fatty McShamu, I can never mention her name.
The only thing that drives me crazy is
Did I screw up?
No.
he's got Red Skeleton's nose.
Yeah, okay.
Red Skull. I'm sorry, Red Skull's nose.
Red Skull. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Just kind of like I see Hugo fucking whatever the fuck his last name is from fucking
I don't know,
Captain
man.
America.
I feel like just 2 seconds with a magic marker, and that man is like screaming everybody to the chamber.
Quite possibly.
To the chamber!
Quite possibly. But we're not going to do that.
Don't touch my.
But we could.
Don't touch
We
my heart.
could.
But
yes.
we could.
But we could. Yes.
New studio's nice. I like it.
Thank you. Everything behind us is fantastic. Everything in front of us is a work in progress.
It's so spacious.
Yes.
At least that's what we're going to tell you, folks.
Correct.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Unless you ever come back
we
down here.
We had to soundproof the walls because there was so much echo down here.
Yes. There was. It was a lot.
Yeah.
I bet the sounds pretty good. I don't even have to hold the mic up here.
No, I can actually.
I prefer you did.
Oh, well. Wow. Now you're getting producer speak now.
Oh, okay. I'll be a little louder.
Ed, what do you got?
A little louder. Okay.
What do you got on your mind this week, kid?
What up, Stacy?
Not much. I'm a little outraged to find out about 4 sheriff deputies cowering in Florida.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
And that
Kinda feel where your voice
dipshit,
is.
because that
All right,
dipshit
let's
gave
see.
orders to stand down.
Oh, my God.
But it was the gun's fault.
Of course it was the gun's fault. Gun
It's always
walked
the
into the
gun's fault,
school.
man.
The gun opened the door. The gun shot the kids. The gun ran away, and the gun is now in custody.
Dude, the gun bought itself.
Of course it did.
Okay?
How could we be so silly to think otherwise?
I have got an official phone call from Broward County to 911 if you guys want to hear it.
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
You guys, you want to hear this?
Yes, please.
Okay, hang on. Let me just put this.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna mine's real quick about what's on my mind. You got it?
Ring, ring. Hello, Broward County Sheriff's Department. There's somebody breaking in my house. Do you mind sending some deputies over to water my plants while I shoot the intruder?
Wow.
They had 4 stand-down guys, yeah?
Yes.
Was it 4 or 3?
4. 4 is the total right now.
And that kid's on CNN trying to say, well, see, that's why we don't need armed teachers and stuff.
Okay,
Like,
first of all, these kids are eating Tide Pods 2 weeks ago. Don't talk to me about gun control and Constitution. Downy dipping dot loving motherfuckers.
This is, the only thing that gets me is the police didn't do anything, but you want them to have all the firearms.
That's what people want.
And about the fucking teacher
Dumbasses.
thing, nobody's saying arm all the teachers. They said some teachers are veterans they could carry on campus. That's
Yeah.
what people said. Nobody said anything about arming every
Not
teacher.
everybody. No, I get that.
We did say give the silencers to librarians, but
It's because it's a library,
library.
yo. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's what I'll say, is that you just get rid of all the illegal guns first. That makes up about 86% of the homicides in this country. Then we'll worry about that other stat. You know what I mean?
but if it weren't for illegal guns, I wouldn't be able to have my howitzer.
That's a good point.
Oh, I don't.
I'm just
I don't
waiting.
know really anything about guns.
I'm waiting for my bump stock to come in so I can go
Hey.
fully automatic.
I would love to get that.
Do you have a leather belt?
Get my tank. That'd be
You have a
awesome.
bump stock.
All right then.
There are children dying by illegal guns, gang related, all over the country, and the government doesn't seem to want to, or CNN doesn't seem to want to go after those guns.
Right.
When they go after those guns and they stop all the kidnapping and the drugs and those murders, maybe people will feel safer and give their guns to CNN.
I'll feel safer
let's-
when the FBI actually does their
Let's
fucking job.
let's make it real fucking simple. Let's just go back to a wild, wild west.
Right.
Everybody fucking carries. Meet at fucking high noon for fucking draws.
Look at what Lynch just said on the live feed. Arm everyone.
Bring back dual.
Fuck it.
There you go.
Fuck
See,
it.
there you go. Literally, let's bring back the wild, wild west, and let's
And even
literally
so, we
like.
talked about it a couple weeks ago. The war on drugs. How'd that work out?
Hey
Are they-
Burns, you yellow?
Nah, you yellow.
Nah, you want to meet at high noon?
I'll be there.
We're not doing this today, guys. Let's be professionals.
Is that the Will Smith movie you guys quoting?
No, that piece of trash. It could be.
maybe.
Mr. Smith.
Fuck that.
I'll reenact.
Wow, wow,
I'll reenact the
Mr.
last scene of
Klein.
Reservoir Dogs all day.
All right. Well, I got one thing on my mind. It's a shameless plug. Be sure you tune in to C&J Speedway Review tomorrow night, 8:30, live on the YouTube, or you could follow it after the fact on YouTube, C&J Speedway Review, because I'm going to have a great week talking about the double shot by Kevin Harvick. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. Put on a clinic, led the most laps in both races, and no one could touch the motherfucker. God bless America. We're going back to the championship.
I'm going to say this on this show because I can't say it on the other ones. There'll be jizz flying at the camera screen when Jabroni talks about Harvick.
Quite possibly. I may let the stand-up Kevin
There's
Harvick
already jizz on that fucking cutout right there.
Only on the backside. That's why I put it that way.
I don't know anything about
it's starting to bubble through.
Jeff Gordon's going to win.
That would be a neat trick.
I think Dale Earnhart's going to win.
Dale Earnhardt could win.
Dale Earnhardt definitely has a chance.
Died?
No, Jeff Gordon's in the announcer's booth now.
So, yeah, he died.
He's retarded. I mean retired.
He's always been retarded.
Pretty much.
I like Junior. He's a Budweiser guy, yeah?
Yeah.
Or he changed. Did he change?
He changed to, Exalta Old People Medicine or something, but he's not going to win next week either because he's retired too.
Oh, he retired as well. Yeah,
Right.
the head injury or something?
Yeah, the concussions.
Just so you guys know, we're not breaking down gun control right now.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
We're not. We're
all
not.
The people who
Okay,
tune in
no.
To see me, all my liberal friends out there.
We are not going down that path today. Okay,
No.
that's for another show.
I agree.
There's only one thing that needs to be said. You hold it like this,
That's right.
not like this.
Yeah, and you do it to the side, you're going to break your face with the kickback.
Oh,
But
keep
there'd be a
doing
lot
it.
less
No,
murders,
do
though.
that. Do that. Yeah,
Like this, so
absolutely.
please.
If you do it this way,
you do it like this, you might as well have a Tide Pod in your mouth.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Or have Tide Pods coming out of it.
All right.
Tide Pod's fake news.
We're not, yeah, right. We're not going to break down any of that because Big E and C is here. We're going to have some fucking fun.
Shit.
I agree with that.
What do you want to talk about, big guy?
Well, I just was on WPLR.
99 Rock.
99.1 PLR with the Chaz and AJ guys because
Yes.
they really dug my Amendola song that I wrote there. And, of course, I got to give a shout-out to Ian Biggs, Amy Vento, Sarah Gonzalez, and Gina Jeanette. If I'm missing anybody, obviously my lovely girlfriend, who actually was there when I was writing it, had a couple 2-3 ideas that she threw at me, and we got it done. But it's a lot of fun. The song went super viral, about 5.5 million hits right now.
Wow.
And the Brady Pull Me Closer from last year got an extra million or so hits this year.
What about the Gronk song?
The Gronk song is sitting at about 500,000, but which is, I mean, come on, how many?
I wasn't too impressed with the Gronk song, to be honest with you,
had to
man.
be done.
Had some good lyrics.
Yeah.
I just don't like the Gronk or Gronk. I just kind of
Yeah.
felt like maybe somebody could have parodied a better song for Gronk than the Thong song, because I don't know. I
with
hate
you.
that song
And
already.
A lot of people already hated it. You know, it was, you got to throw some stuff at a wall.
No,
if it
absolutely,
sticks, you know?
absolutely.
A lot of people did love it, but obviously, you know, when you do something like Danny Amendola is like the heart and soul of New England, and that guy's so underappreciated, and the fans just really love him anyway, and the women love him because he's a good-looking Italian guy with a nice butt, is like, and all that. So, and it was a song. Song's great. Song's a timeless song. The Hallelujah song. I mean, how many? Do you guys like that song?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean,
The
everybody
Amendola
likes
one
that
was
song.
fantastic.
Everybody from Bon Jovi to fucking I don't know a superstar who hasn't sang that song, to be honest with you, dude. It's everywhere.
Yeah, very popular song. And Leonard Cohen just passed away.
I was gonna say good fucking tips on you. I was gonna say who knows who fucking sang the original, because that for forever was lost in transition because so many people have done that fucking
Yeah.
song, man.
Yeah.
But he actually started that song in a little fucking in a little place. I think that it was down in New Jersey or some shit like that, or just some little fucking dive bar, man, is where he started that fucking song. And then this song is huge. It's bigger than I think than imagine. You want to throw that out there, man?
The version I actually listened to, the first time I heard it was a Kate Vogel version. My ex-girlfriend, Chelsea, was like obsessed with it. And so that was the version that was in my head because they're all different. They're all like a little different.
Right,
And that was
right.
like kind of the version that I kind of wrote my lyrics to, you know. And actually, I wrote most of the song on the way back from Boston. I was at UFC 220, Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic. And the day after, I went to McGreevy's in Boston to watch that game. That's the only NFL game I watched all year,
Wow.
which is hilarious. And Amendola had such a great game against the Jags. And I was like, I got to do an Amendola song. And that's, you know, Hallelujah just came into my brain. And when I got home, 3 or 4 people, 5 or 6 people, something like that. We're like, you got to do a Danny Amendola song. And I said, okay. You ask for it, you got it.
Now,
And
years ago when he came to New England, I want to say it was WEEI commissioned somebody to do one, and it went to Lola. L-O-L-A, and they did the Amendola. Remember that bit? Do you
First and goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was pretty
Lola's
good.
a man, you know.
And they actually released a
She
new
looks
one.
like
True.
a woman, but talks like a man.
Yeah.
My Lola. L-O-L-A.
Who drinks cherry cola?
Right.
With,
I'm like,
with
Wait, is that the Weird
Amendola.
Al version, or is that the regular version?
well, that would be Yoda.
No, that's Yoda. No, she does drink
Yoda,
cherry cola. No, she
Yoda.
drinks
Does
cherry
sell
cola.
cherry cola.
The
in
last
the-
No,
line-
Cherry Cola's in the original.
Yes.
The last line.
No, it isn't.
Yes.
It is in the original.
I wasn't fucking with
Something
you.
like Cherry Cola.
Right.
The last
C-O-L-A.
with
line of the song.
Amendola is something that we
What's
just
the first
added.
line of
right?
the Weird Al one? He's like, well,
He lives
took
in a
little
swamp
trip
down in Dagobah.
Yeah.
Yoda.
Something with the swamp and the
Yoda.
bubble and spa, like a soda and all that bullshit, and Yoda and all. I don't remember
I
all
don't
the
know.
lyrics.
The last line in Lola is "I'm a man and so is Lola."
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He beat the curve by about 30 years. Wow.
That like dawned on me one day while I was at work, and it was like playing over, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, Lola's a man."
They actually released a new version of that song the Monday before I released my Amendola song.
Okay.
So I was like all pissed. I didn't realize that they had already done it in 2015, and they were, like sometimes like Al Dukes from WFAN. He's done Beat Tom Brady, I think, almost every year. He just changes the lyrics up. So that this guy Hardy from 98.5 up in Boston just changed the lyrics to make it relevant to that game.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, but I was like, mine's going to be better. And it was the Relish King. He told me, he was like, I don't know, there's already a song out. It's pretty good. So I was like, all right, you see, I'm going to get all my best people on this, and we're going to get this out. 5 days it took to write, to record, and that video to edit. It was,
Wow.
I'll say whoever does the editing does a really good
that'd
job.
be me. The video.
That is you?
Yeah.
Good job, man.
No
Good
shit.
I've
job.
come a long way from Missing You, Jose Reyes, back in 2010. Which I did to Biggie's Missing You or whatever. What's his name? Puff Daddy?
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't believe
Whatever it is this week.
The
Yeah.
police, the guy Sting, I couldn't. The
Brother
put
Love.
balls on him to steal that song from frickin' Puff Daddy. That pissed me
Actually,
off.
Sting performed the song with him at an
Yeah,
award
one of
show.
the
I
award
know,
shows.
the nerve of them. I can't believe Sting would rip off Puff Daddy. But anyway, I couldn't.
And he
even
took
edit
off the
him.
makeup, too. What kind of shit is that?
He didn't look anything like him.
No, he didn't. You take
He
off
let
that,
himself go,
You ain't going to
man.
be Hulk Hogan.
He was
with
going
that
back to
makeup.
the old blonde shit.
You
it was
take
really
off the
scary.
glow makeup and you get your flat top back and you're playing on stage with fucking Puff Daddy. Snoop Lion, whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh,
Brother
please.
Love.
Well, Snoop Lion is Snoop
Oh,
Dogg's
yeah,
reggae.
that's right. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's a
he's got
perfect
point.
example of smoking too much.
First
right?
of all, why do you have to change your name 50 times? Slash has been Slash for 30 years. Just fucking keep your name.
yeah, Puff Daddy did that too.
Yeah, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, dumbass.
Diddle dribble.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Oh, Christ.
No, because if Stephen King wrote a romance novel under Stephen King, most people wouldn't buy it.
Somebody'd still get slashed.
Somebody would, but
So it's still Stephen
because
King.
he used to do
He did the one-
books under Richard Bachman because
yeah.
it was different from his other stuff. So you
Don't
do
fucking-
that. You do that
So
to
it's-
differentiate your brand.
So he's only gone two different ways. Stephen King, Richard Bachman. It's not like he's been Snoop Doggy Dog, Snoop Dogg, Fuck Dog, Lick a Dog a Bone. Fuck it. Christ.
His best shit was Lick a Dog Bone.
Yeah, right.
Knick-knack,
Back when he
paddywhack.
used to care about the game, man.
right?
was.
Don't disrespect
Now he
the
does
Hulk.
like some UFC.
Oh, is that
So when are
is that
you,
the
uh,
Relish King chiming in? Don't disrespect the Hulk. Who's disrespecting the Hulkster, yo? Is that the that's the Relish King? He's here.
Michael James, the Relish King.
Nice. We don't fuck with Hulk Hogan, and we don't fuck with the Relish King. Those are the two standard rules that Loki and Jabroni
No,
Show
no.
works by.
We did fuck with the Relish
That
King
one time.
because
There's two things.
no, we did, and you have to go back, Mr. Relish King, and
Yeah,
find out what
find it.
episode it was.
I looked for it and I couldn't find it because I think it was like after hours or something.
Oh no,
it was the-
oh no, it was during the show.
It was a full-on recording. Which one?
It was definitely.
He's clipping a little.
Michael
Yeah,
or Ian? All right.
Michael.
All right.
We're talking about Snoop Dogg. Now he's clipping people.
Well, it's
I
because
am.
he disrespected
Fucking-
the Relish
I'm
King.
The Relish King's telepathically.
Loki's found
So
his
can I-
radio voice, so he's clipping.
Yes.
Let me say this. When are you going to do a Jet song?
Wow.
Oh, My
Good
Heart
call.
Will Go On.
No, it's already been done.
A Jet song. I've been dying to do Whoop 'em Gangrene Style.
Oh, nice.
Forever now.
Nice.
But
See?
I'm still learning Korean. No, I'm waiting for them to win more than 8 games.
Yeah, come on.
whatever.
The Browns do it every year. They still have these diehard fans that pull off some shit. I mean,
Right.
I'm just saying, you pull off some great shit for Pat's Nation.
Look,
You don't think you have a couple Jets fans out there going, man,
where's my
Ian,
Jets song?
You hurt me when you come out this. Yeah, I understand
Did
5
you-
million is a great hit, but
Listen,
come on,
you
man.
think you're going to get... All right, this is speaking from experience. Mo Brady, Mo Gronk. I don't know. Did you guys watch that
I
video?
remember that one, yeah. Way
Okay.
back when you first came around on
You're
our
right.
show, yeah.
I'd probably mention Mo Brady, Mo Gronk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't getting laid talking about, Geno Smith. But if you want to talk about Gronk...
Geno Smith
neither
doesn't
the-
get laid
neither
talking
are the
about Geno
Giants.
Smith.
Well, here's all I got to say is that I went out to Boston with Mo Brady, Mo Gronk, and Rob Gronkowski had just shared my song, and I was showing girls that he did that, and they thought I was hot shit. Now, if I talk about like Jeremy Curley song, maybe a Christmas Jeremy Curlying, Jeremy Carols, I don't know. If I do a Jeremy Curley song, you think I'm getting laid? Now I'm getting
in New
laid
York?
because
Ugly
I have a
girls need love
girlfriend.
too.
In New York, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I was gonna get arrested wearing a goddamn Vikings jersey.
Fireman Ed is going to
Trust
want
me.
to get at me.
We went out. I'll never forget it. I think it was 2010. It was 2010. It was the NFL, the draft. We were there for the first day. We were going out for our fucking smoke break. All right, out there fucking toking in the streets.
What time
of fucking
was
New
it?
York. Just like I don't know, like 1:00 in the afternoon.
If you'd have just said 4:20, everybody would have
Nope.
been happy.
Nope. We don't do that.
Fuck.
That's so cliche. That is cliche, my friend. You don't do that.
Have you met our audience?
They don't smoke.
But they love it when we make stupid jokes like that.
So, anyways, as we're walking down, we hear this fucking Jets, Jets. Dude, I about shit my pants because here I am with a fucking blunt in my hand, and we hear, and I'm like, oh,
the police.
fuck. The police down there are fucking hounding every non-Jets fan.
Wow.
So I'll tell you, you make a song about Geno Smith and you play that shit in New York for a weekend. Yeah. I say, well, not now because he's on the Giants, but you know, whoever's your quarterback. No, it's that fucking Fitzpatrick dude, isn't it?
No, I think they're getting rid of him. Honestly, like I
He had
said,
a big old red beard. You guys could totally
I gotta
relate.
be honest. Losing seasons hurt.
They suck
the
balls.
NFL's
You know what else sucks? Going to the NFC Championship and getting your fucking ass spanked.
You know what else
Wait,
sucks?
wait a
That's
minute.
worse.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
worse.
You know
That's
what else
worse
sucks?
than a bad season.
Going to the Super Bowl and getting your ass whipped.
That's worse than a bad season.
That is
See?
worse.
Oh,
than a
you know
bad
what I was
season.
going to do for your team?
Oh, Christ. What was it?
This is how we blew it.
I could write half those lyrics.
This is how we blew it.
Yeah, he could. He definitely
We didn't
could.
run the ball. Dan Quinn fell asleep. You bald-headed motherfucker. I hate you so much. That
doesn't
wouldn't be a
rhyme.
lyric, though.
That doesn't rhyme.
I would
There's a
work,
party going on the east side.
All right,
but
so
no cars get turned over in Atlanta.
we got Michael Coons up and Michael James, which is Relish King, in case
Relish
y'all didn't
King.
know.
The
Welcome
Relish
to the
King.
show, guys.
Check.
You're still up.
You're
still
up.
running.
You look good.
Speaking of which, part of the people want to know why I didn't put the Amendola song on iTunes. I didn't want Eagles fans to burn my CD.
Oh, nice. Because we all know they love to burn every fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was
What
hoping
was
Eddie
it?
Focus would giggle at my little joke, my
Oh,
little dad
He's
joke.
laughing on the inside.
Oh, what? CDs?
No.
CDs nuts?
Nice.
All you have to do is just put some fucking Crisco on the outside.
Put Crisco on the opposite side of the CD. They won't know what to do with it. The Hyundai turnovers were excellent that day.
Oh, God.
Dude, they're all over it. Wait, I mean, what? The Philly Flyers are next, aren't they? Aren't they kicking some ass right now?
They're not doing too bad. They're climbing up. It's them and the Bruins right now in that division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, you know, they're getting ready to flip some more Hyundais, man. It's coming.
Oh.
It's coming.
I shared this with Jabroni earlier, but what do you think of Tim Tebow and the XFL?
Yeah.
I think
want
it's
to hear what
fantastic.
you got to say on this.
I think it's fantastic.
First of all, XFL is coming back. Second, Tim Tebow wants in.
Do you think
It's a good idea. Hell yeah.
do you think he gets praying Juan for his name?
Someone's got. I'm on the outside looking in.
If they go back to the
You don't
gimmick
remember
names-
Tim Tebow? Yes, exactly. So his
always had a
his
headache.
name
What was
his
that?
name is going to be praying one. Because you could change your name in the XFL. You can have
If they
anything you
still-
want on the back.
when they-
Remember He Hate Me?
The original.
We ought to have Puff Daddy play.
There you go.
Snoop Dogg.
He would change his name every week. They'd sell so many
Drizzle.
jerseys.
P.
Plus,
Drizzle.
Wow.
Switch your mic off.
Did I?
it's possible.
There is no switch.
There is no switch.
No, there is no switch.
Smack the top a couple times.
How
Blow his
about now?
ears out.
That's better.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I lost you for a second. Turn him up to tad.
I'll turn him up just a... What number are you again?
I'm number 3.
You set this up.
Yeah, I know. Mike's number 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like, why are you turning him down?
I don't know.
So you've been turning him down?
Where's
Turn
my-
him down then. This,
I don't want him to take over the show.
Where's my
down
snare?
this.
Where's my snare?
turn
the
down
bass
Loki
down.
a little bit. He's still
Turn
crackling.
the bass line up.
Mike again? Yeah, all right. Here we go.
No, Mike for the first time, apparently.
All right, here we go. I just turned him
No,
down
he
a little
just-
bit
he
just
just
a
did.
moment ago.
There we go. Better.
Why don't you be playing with this? You're the producer. That's what you do.
Because there's not a lot of room
Okay,
on
so
this.
the call now, or this is 20 minutes ago. The
Go
call now voicemail says, it's Chris from Ace Hardware,
Yes,
my
it
friend.
does.
So that was 20
We
minutes ago.
told no, see, and that's where you guys all have a disconnect. And I don't disparage any of our listeners except the ones that don't follow fucking directions. Is that if you want to call in, let us know you want to call in. I'll plug in the gimmick. We'll get it done. You can talk to Ian C. You can talk to us.
Yeah, you have, but you have. There's this awesome little thing right here called Facebook Live.
I'm looking right at it.
and you can actually comment on here. I would like to call in, and we will set that up right through
Yeah,
there. As a
Amy.
matter of fact,
Talking about plugging in the gimmick.
Amy Vento.
Amy Vento.
She was the one who sang verse 3 on the Amendola
Oh,
track.
nice.
well,
Yeah, we're
Amy-
hoping to get her on, but
Okay. Well, Amy, here you go. Here's what you
and
do.
she's single, and her dating life, she always screws it up.
I know just the guy for her.
She's that song there, "Suck at Love" or "Bad at Love" or whatever that new song there.
Yeah, maybe we'll have her sing that parody for that one.
Why not? So, Amy, here's your instructions. You go to the Loki and Jabroni Show page. You like the page, and then you hit click to call. But before you hit click to call, you let us know I'm calling in. I will plug in the gimmick. We will have you here because we love
Very
everybody.
simple. Very simple. Can you grab me?
Speaking of gimmicks.
I got a gimmick
Gotta
for
get
you.
this guy a beer.
Yeah,
also,
I need
have
one.
a special goal for for the show here. Trying to get to 500 likes on the
Oh,
Facebook
wouldn't that
page.
be good? Let's
We're so close. You got 486, right?
Yep, on the Facebook page.
So
correct.
let's see if you're
got more
if you're
people
listening right
following
now
than we
and you're
have
not
likes.
I
liking
know
the page.
we have more
go like it.
downloads than we have likes on the Facebook page, which I think is great. But you guys want the latest updates?
Now
Facebook.
nowadays you get you like a page and you're getting
What I would
10
like is
notifications
more
every day.
people to sign up on the website. That's what I want.
Yeah,
All right,
especially
so
since
there
we
you
just
heard
bought it for a year.
if you want to sign up the
Yes.
website or the YouTube.
Yeah.
But for
all
me,
there.
all I need you guys to do is get them to 500 likes and make me feel good
Today.
about myself.
By the end of this broadcast, Ian C has said it. Make it so.
Make it happen.
Make
please.
it so.
Speaking of, let's pay the bills real quick. If you
Sure.
visit LokiandJabroni.com, you can find out ways to support the show. You can go on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Loki and Jabroni.
Which is instant money.
Instant money. If you want to just give us some money, you can
Be
go
nice and be like, hey, I like you guys. Here's money.
If you want
Right.
some merch, www.cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni. Get yourself a shirt, mug.
That gives us a little bit of money.
Bumper sticker. I
But
got
you
one
get,
up here.
Two tree.
but you get something.
You get merch, and you get to tell everybody where you got the merch and why you have the merch, and that's it.
You're our biggest advertisers, guys.
Or if you want to shop at great places like Amazon, iHome, Fandango, all kinds of companies, you can also click one of the affiliate links on the page and do some shopping, get some great stuff.
if
and
you
get
want to
on the
have
show.
Amazonia,
Sure.
Yes.
where you have multiple Amazon packages at your doorstep and you don't know what the hell it is there because you order, we want you
Right.
on our website.
Right.
If you've considered a Prime membership, like a Kindle Unlimited membership or Amazon Music, do it through us, please. And we get the bounty for it, and it really helps the show get bigger and better and get some less wobbly mic stands
Yes.
and get a mic stand for Ian
Yes.
when he comes to the show.
Thank you for
Not on the
throwing
show.
that caveat in there because I really didn't want to see.
Bills are paid. Continue.
What I like
All right.
about holding the mic, though, is I can kind of do the sideways thing.
Yeah.
Act like I'm talking to you, and really I'm just like, yeah, so,
Showing off the guns.
uh-oh.
That's why it goes side to side.
Right. Oh, God.
Big E and C always got to prove he's bigger.
Well, I mean, it's like the people, what do they say about lacking something?
Dude, It's a
I have
fucking
no
month of the
idea.
gingers, man.
Yeah.
Sean White was fucking spectacular, although he stepped on the American flag. You know,
What?
Inadvertently, but he did.
Like I said, I'm not going to dog the guy because 3 fucking gold medals. Every fucking time you go, pretty much, it's pretty fucking impressive. All right, I'm
You know what I
not
wanted to
trying
see?
to fuck it.
I want-
But
go
come
ahead.
on, dude, you're carrying the American flag.
Carry it like you mean it.
What, did he drop it or something?
He's just kind of dragging it. Like, look, I understand you're excited. I
Hacksaw
understand.
Jim Duggan on his ass. Like,
Yeah.
Right? With the 2x4. With
And
a
then at
nail
one
in it.
point, he's literally dragging, and he steps on it. That's when I was like,
Right.
"Oh, dude!"
He's like Sergeant Slaughter in WrestleMania 7.
Look at him go. Nice.
Not on.
You know what I always wanted to see is that eventually Iran gets a half piper that does real well, and they come out with the flag. Iran, number 1. USA.
Kill.
Right. And that translated back in 87. Now you do that in 2018, a bunch of fucking 20-year-olds, their head's going to explode, and we're going to be cleaning brain matter up out of the street.
The ski boots are going to have like a
Speaking
little
of Olympics,
Yes, the ski boots had the little curl.
When are
curl
we-
at the end.
They
There.
load them up to kick the enemy.
when are we getting rid of curling?
That's the best
No,
sport ever.
everyone
We
loves
finally won. And it's a sport that anybody can do. It's like bowling. Fat old guys can do curling. All you do is take one guy
No, they
throws
can't.
the stone,
Because
the other guy
no,
takes
the
the
other
fucking
one's
broom
got to
and go to
step
town.
behind the stone and kind of cruise with them.
Right,
so
but then it lets it go.
So but he's got to still cruise.
But Fat
with
Fatty
the
can
team.
have the broom and go to fucking town and do his thing.
Notice all the single guys are the only ones that like win the gold medal.
Win it. They're
There you
all
go.
fucking forearms like.
All unmarried, right? With
Do you
forearms
guys
like
know
Popeye.
who the first female curler was?
None.
Cinderella. I didn't know
All
you
right.
guys knew that. Yeah.
I'll buy it. Totally.
Always a good
Totally.
time.
I seen it.
Always a good time.
No. If you're from East Haven, where I'm from, you don't say seen. You say seent.
Yo,
I seen it, bro.
Seat?
Bro, I seen it down the corner. I seen
Well, I question you're from East Haven because you're supposed to say Staven.
Oh, true.
Staven.
Good point. See, I've been living in Pine Orchard a little too long now.
Pine Orchard. He's got a little bit of Boston in that Pine Orchard.
chose
joint.
a couple- I
I
chose a
used to
couple
DJ
two-tree
in New Haven,
accents.
so I used to DJ in New Haven. Everything was Staven. Where you from? I'm from Staven.
Staven.
Huh?
How the fuck does that happen?
You know, Nick Frediani's from Staven, and then he goes on wins American Idol and goes, "I'm from Guilford."
What?
So when I do make it, and I will make it,
You will make it.
one of the I'm gonna start. I'm conquering this one region with the parody songs, but eventually, Weird Al does stuff that's like worldwide now and countrywide. I'm gonna eventually, once I get a platform, I will write like a national song, that everyone's gonna hear.
He's
not
getting
just
up
this one
there,
here.
though. Isn't he like 70 now?
No, he's in late 50s, early
Still
60s. Give me a
killing
minute.
it. His videos are killing it. 100 million views on a lot of them, and now I've
he's-
reached over
A lot of them
11,
are,
12
they're
million.
fucking hysterical. I mean, some of the lyrics he writes, you're like, how did you even think of that, dude?
Fantastic.
I mean, the freaking the one about the Star
He's
Wars,
58.
That's correct. 58 years old.
the saga, the saga continues,
Yeah.
the saga continues, or whatever.
Right, the Star Wars one.
Yeah, dude,
And he's so badass, he had beef with Coolio.
I was
Right?
like, yeah, exactly.
yeah, I bet you Amish Paradise probably has more views than the Gangsta.
Probably.
one at this
I
point.
forget who it was. It was somebody big. I don't know if it was Michael Jackson.
The only thing Amish
he had a-
Paradise in that video had was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about it? That was it. Every teen was like,
Right. One musician said, "If Weird Al parodies your song, you know
course.
you've made it."
yeah.
Unless
what
you're Coolio.
You mentioned Michael Jackson. How did he feel about it? Can you picture
What's
Michael
up, Will?
Jackson? getting
He was
mad?
one of the first ones that really sought him out. From what if I watched
Dude,
him behind the
he
music,
did, think about it. Eat It, freaking,
I'm bad.
I'm fat.
yeah,
He never did Thriller. That would have been good.
no.
I always want him to do black or white.
I always thought he could do jelly beans instead of Billie Jean. Jelly
There you go.
beans,
Oh, dude, I
not
loved
my candy.
it wasn't one of his better ones, but I love this one. All about the Pentiums.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
that was
fucking
good.
love that one.
If you've never seen, how old are you, Ian? If you don't mind me asking,
33
33. Do you remember Match Game at all from your youth?
match game.
Match Game.
No.
Okay, then you wouldn't understand the reference. You remember Match Game?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen Weird Al? It was a parody from White Stripes. It was called CNR.
Yes.
All about Charles Nelson Riley. Fucking hysterical.
Dude, he's
I've showed people that video and they go back and look up who
Wait,
Charles
Weird Al did
Nelson.
this?
Yes, he did. A couple 5 years ago, called CNR. It is the coolest riff. It is awesome.
And write that down.
All right, CNR, Weird Al. And people I've shown that video to go back to research Charles Nelson Riley and go, oh my God.
Dude,
he's like the gayest guy ever in the history of ever, and he made CNR sound so
originally
Weird Al
just
did
started.
5
name of
Michael
the song?
Jackson songs.
What were
Yeah,
the
there you
5?
go.
He did Eat It,
Yep.
Fat, Hooked on Polkas, Snack All Night, and Nature Trail to Hell.
Nature Trail to Hell was awesome. I
What's
still
Snack
remember that
All
one.
Night? What's that about?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, what's it? What's the original song called?
Parody of Black or White.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
you. No, he's
All right.
doing after this pod. After I drive him
I'm
crazy.
I'm going to look it
Kevin
up.
Sullivan.
You know why?
Conspiracy
Fuck Kevin
theories?
Sullivan. Stop. Don't do it.
You know why? He never put on an album. He did it live. So there's probably a live
Okay.
video somewhere.
I'll have to
on
look that
YouTube.
up. But don't look up the video version until you hear the album version of CNR. Then watch the video.
What is everybody's favorite Weird Al song? Go write about that on your Facebook Live. Which, by the way, I'm struggling with the stream as always. I got a
Yeah.
weak stream.
That's all right. I've heard that about you. But with a
Sorry.
pill, Flomax will take care of that shit.
Are they one of your
Exactly.
sponsors yet?
No,
No, they could be.
right? If you have problem urinating, get Flomax. Which I never understood. Flomax is if you pee too much, this will help you not
If you
pee.
have a urinary tract infection, stop fucking multiple people.
or drink fucking cranberry juice. Fuck it.
Cranberry juices.
Put penicillin in vending machines.
Are you
next to the
asking
con-
us or are you asking the folks at home?
Stop hooking
Mine
up
is
with burners.
CNR.
What is
Stop. I don't have anything that's communicable that I know of. Bitch. Diverticulitis is not communicable, or else his ass would be exploding right now.
Well, I've heard that like a lot lately. Diverticulitis.
No,
What-
diverticulitis. Look it up. Now just put
that
it on
like,
your list.
Is that like a Summer Olympic
Here,
thing? Or?
here, instead of Kevin Sullivan, here,
It's a
let's
butt
cross that off
mutation.
right now. It is a-
Diverticulitis.
I'm
Yes.
writing it down for you.
It's a special infection that divers get.
Yes, when they tickle too many itises.
You
It
don't
is
wanna
a diver,
tickle
like a
noise.
diver thing?
I have
No.
Or are you okay?
No,
I
it's a
got you.
stomach
I know what
thing.
you're doing there.
Stomach,
It's a
colon,
stomach thing.
intestinal, gimmick, schnibbitsvernum.com. Just look it up.
All right.
Stop talking about Kevin
Google it.
Sullivan and Google fucking diverticulitis. I'm not going to hear too much more Kevin Sullivan bullshit today. I'll fight a motherfucker. I don't care.
think-
Wait,
Mike.
so just real quick, without diving too deep in it, and I agree with you.
Okay.
Benoit killed himself
And his
because
family.
of all the and his family because of all the concussions, and he went wild, went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And got a haircut. And
He got a haircut,
and
went to
lunch.
the doctor, went to lunch with his friend.
Right.
Yep.
And then-
all that.
Dude,
while
I
his
mean-
wife is
Dude, you are
decomposing,
fucked
he's
in the head.
cooking steaks with his son while his wife is decomposing upstairs. Carry on.
okay. So for the record, you just don't think that this Kevin Sullivan theory is true?
Okay. No,
Not
I'm
at all.
gonna try to be as
Not
calm
at
as-
all.
I'm gonna try to be as calm as possible.
Not in the least.
Cut in the commercial.
Brock Lesnar has diverticulitis, so I'm in good company.
So
The Relish King just said that.
look. Let me break it down like this.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That was his excuse. To
No, here. No, I got you, and then you can break it back to him.
I got
All right.
you.
So here. So me and you are buddies, right?
yeah,
we
yeah,
we
of course.
hanging out, right? All of a sudden, I call you up one day, and I'm like, dude, I'm batshit crazy. Can you come in here and kill my fucking kids and my wife?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
All right. So, what in your right mind makes you think that? And
No, not
I don't
me.
know.
Not him.
I know.
I get where he's going.
I know. And I've heard this theory, and I've said the same thing. This is my counteract every single time to it. What in whoever's right mind that thinks that Kevin Sullivan did this would he had a promising career even after Benoit did what the fuck he did, and that
with
was
his
just
wife.
being
Is that what's happened? He said,
That's
"I'm
just
going to
being-
kill you." To Benoit, is that true? Is that accurate?
No, he didn't
No,
say it.
no.
Another guy did.
no. I mean,
Said, if you
freaking-
get me fired, I'll slash your throat. That was Mike Graham, and he committed suicide a couple years ago, so he's nobody's threat.
Was he related to superstar
Mike-
Billy
No.
Graham?
Thank God.
All right, so the deal is, why do people think Kevin Sullivan killed Chris Benoit? All right, go back in time, take your Google machine or
'Cause
your
they were
Wayback
Four
machine.
Horsemen?
Close. Kevin Sullivan played a satanic cult leader from like 84 to 95. That is a gimmick,
The
folks.
Taskmaster.
Well, it started out as he painted his face half black, half white. He had a red X. He had eye makeup. In fact, Nancy Benoit was Kevin Sullivan's wife at the time, and she got all dolled up and made Satan faces and whatnot. Then Kevin Sullivan booked his own divorce where, hey, Chris, take my wife out on the town. We're going to film it.
Take
And
my wife,
We're going to
please.
pretend, right. And we're going to pretend you guys are having an affair. Well, guess what happened? They had a fucking affair.
Yeah, of course they did.
And 3 years later, they got married. And they had a kid with a giant fucking head named Daniel. No offense to kids with giant fucking heads, but this kid was...
So Kevin Sullivan has a motive.
No, but
Give him that. It's motive.
According to people,
if
yes.
he would have followed in his father's footsteps, that diving head bomb would have been the best ever.
Right?
Dude, the noggin that kid had then. Imagine if he grew.
If you guys want to look it up at some point, and you guys that are watching, do it when we're done.
Fuck
David,
you, Benoit, for killing that kid, because he had a very promising wrestling
right? He
career.
would have been a headbutt from hell. 7 years old, he killed his kid. Anyway, David Benoit is training to be a wrestler, his oldest son. And he looks like almost a dead ringer for Chris.
Fucking scary.
But people will grab onto that, and I've read so many things that say Kevin Sullivan is a high-ranking member of the Satanic Church. Kevin Sullivan is a Catholic kid from Boston. Born in Boston, raised in Boston. By God, he's going to die in Boston. Still lives in the Northeast when he wasn't living in Florida making all his money.
Which is why, like
fighting
I said,
Dusty Rhodes.
WCW was sucking him off during that whole time. When
Relish King just said it. Kevin Sullivan was married to Nancy Benoit. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean 10, 15 years later he's going to take, I picked the perfect day and I'm going to kill him and his wife and his kid.
I'm not buying it either.
No, look, guys, people that get divorced live less than people that are married. The difference is the people that are still married wish they were dead.
Right.
That's the only
You
difference.
know why husbands die before their wives? Because they want to.
They wished it. They willed that shit.
Right. Too easy. Too easy. Thank you for sending my blood pressure 16 points in the air.
So any
Much
women
appreciated.
on the live stream right now.
So look, I will say this. I don't buy it for a second. Sorry. I don't know.
All right, Relish King, when we're done, I'll send you some links to a couple books. Buy the books. If you don't like them, I'll pay for them. You're going to love them anyway because it's going to tell you, Chris fucking Benoit did it.
Yeah, no shit.
I think he's jerking my chain
shit.
right now. That's what it sounds like. I like the Relish
Who,
King.
the ball breaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball Breaker Deluxe.
Go back to making relish.
Everybody's got a trigger.
By the way, relish season is coming up.
He's essentially saying Kevin Sullivan was married to Nancy.
Yes.
So he killed her, apparently. I don't buy it.
Oh, okay. No. I didn't get the second.
I was going to say, I think you read it off.
Maybe I'm skipping. I got a couple of missing.
No, because I'm reading it at the same time. I was like, no, I think he's completely on with you, dude. He's saying Kevin Sullivan was married to Nancy.
Yep.
So the king apparently killed her. King doesn't buy it. King agrees with you. He's
Okay.
saying. So no, I think
Is the king talking in third person on the? Yeah, I'm not getting.
The king says, "Look, guys."
The king says, "You little piece of trash."
I know how a lot of people feel about the police, Ed, but they're FBI, state police, whatever. They investigate scenes like this all the fucking time. Do they fuck up sometimes? Yes. Do they miss
probably.
it sometimes? OJ, yes.
So Dexter would have killed Kevin Sullivan by now.
Dexter would have killed the Benoit family, Kevin Sullivan,
all the four horsemen,
Dean
Ric
Malenko, Ric Flair. He might have gone after Paul Roma. I'm not sure. Paul Roma was a horseman for 13, 14 days? I don't
I
know.
wish
It'd be
there
like-
was a real Dexter.
It'd be like
honestly.
Deadpool kills Marvel.
Right.
It might
Fucking Dexter kills the wrestling.
The king agrees with you. The king is speaking in the third person.
The king loves it.
So
We got, by the way, when summer season and you can
Yes.
do your little rooftop patio show.
yes.
We ought to get the king on the grill,
Ooh.
get the king's relish,
Okay.
and we'll push the relish.
Absolutely.
The
great
relish
idea.
is.
Go follow Relish King on Twitter like I do.
I'll bring my bacon jam.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, and I'm sure he's going to talk about his jalapeno.
Make some hamburgers, throw some bacon jam on there,
Hell
some fresh relish.
yeah.
The Relish King pizza, by the way, it's fantastic. But it's hot pepper relish, and pepper relish. It's not
Pepper
pickle
relish.
relish.
Is fucking good.
So you put the pickle.
I might try that. I actually don't like regular relish.
Oh, you love.
Not a
this.
huge fan,
Same
but-
here. Like that's how I got into relish.
I like
Was
the
just-
hot relish.
Yeah, you put it on the dough, little cheddar cheese, slice some hot dogs, throw it on the grill. You got Relish King pizza.
Wow.
That actually does.
I
sound
would
pretty
love to
good.
try that.
It was
That does
excellent.
sound
We
pretty
didn't think it was going to taste good.
I'm looking at your list, and I like where some of it's going, but not all of it. Do you want to bring up a particular point now and watch my fucking head explode? Or
So Nickelback won a Grammy.
Jesus Christ!
What? How did Nickelback win a Grammy?
because
This is how you will remind me.
Because
Well, I didn't mean to remind you, but he pointed it out on my list.
Yeah.
because the RIAA are a bunch of stuffed shirt, know nothing fucks.
This is how I won a Grammy from sucking some dick.
Nickelback,
Just like a paperback rider. That's
Look.
a Beatles song.
Nickelback is the Dollar General of music. They're cheap and easy, and people just buy
I
into
think
it.
I think Creed morphed into Nickelback.
I think they did. I think Scott Stapp got sober, cut his hair,
I'll say that
became Canadian, and here you have Nickelback.
Creed-
They're the bastard sons of
Either
Creed.
that-
Creed
either
is
that-
better than Nickelback.
Okay,
Not
all
by
right.
much.
All right,
Not
Hanson,
by much.
Hanson
Debate.
grew up and became Nickelback.
I could buy that too.
All
Isn't
right,
Creed
I'll say
already
it right
Canadian?
now. I want to know if the
Isn't who?
Isn't Creed already
I thought
Canadian?
Creed
you
was from
guys.
Florida.
What do you call your people?
I thought so too.
The
Our-
Loki and Jabroni Army. Like, what do you call your fans?
We just thank
The
them for being
Locanites.
there. The Locanites.
The Locanites.
the Jabroninators.
It depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
So the focusators out there.
Yeah, right.
Whoever's listening, whoever's
The,
watching.
the Focus 500.
Either what band is worse or
They
what
don't
band do you like
focus.
better.
Trust.
Oh, is that your question? What band is worse, Creed or Nickelback? Or is there a worse band, a better?
Or how about
Everybody's.
this?
I would take
How do you
Rush
put it? Like-
over Nickelback,
Wow.
and I hate Rush.
Oh,
Wow.
I got a funny story about Rush.
Tell your story.
It's
Will it
not
make
even
my
that
head
funny.
explode?
A lot of people hit me up after
No,
the
you're right.
end
They're
of
from
the song,
Florida.
and a guy
Thank you.
hit me up.
I could have sworn they were Canada.
No.
No.
You'd have to be Canadian.
He wants
though,
me to do
for that pap.
Tom
Kind of.
Sawyer, a Tom Brady parody. And
No.
I'm like, yeah, it's not going to
I'm
work.
vetoing
No.
that right now.
No.
No, I will veto it. I would delete you from my life if you did
I've
that.
never.
If you do anything
I just
to Rush.
wouldn't even sound right, man.
no.
I mean, it's a horrible song in the first
First
place.
of all,
I have the lyrics. He sent me the lyrics.
Go
I'll
ahead.
send them to you. I don't have them on me.
Wow.
Okay. First of all, you have to find
Shit.
someone who's willing to hold their nose for 4 minutes and sing Tom Brady with the mean stride with the Tom Brady gimmick and the fuck that. Fuck that. You could not that I'm trying to push
Neil
my-
Peart is a god.
Neil Peart is a god.
He is.
However, You could take something-
Anytime we mention fucking Rush, I have to throw that in
and
there.
you're absolutely correct. That's like someone who tells me Led Zeppelin's the greatest band of all time. No, they're not. But John Bonham, correct.
Yes.
John Bonham.
You are right. You are right.
I will always stand up for John Bonham and John Paul Jones. Those are some badass bass
Guilty
lines.
by association.
Correct.
That's a Christian band?
What is
Or the Catholic band?
Striper.
John
Creed
Paul?
was.
John Paul Jones? He was Pope once, and then he played for Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then it became that.
No,
Right.
so yeah. Anyway, who's better or who's worse, Creed or Nickelback? I'm just curious about that.
All right, let's get the vote in. You could take. Did you just
Gotta
hit
YouTube
Dimebag?
this. You got to YouTube. Is that Dimebag Darrell?
That is
from
Dimebag
Pantera?
Darrell.
I was deleting.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. You guys have to YouTube this. It's the funniest thing.
Okay.
Chad Kroger from whatever the
Nickel fact.
Nickelback.
Nickelfuck.
He's in Portugal. You guys have seen this, yeah? And it's like, if you YouTube Nickelback, Chad Kroger gets hit with rocks in Portugal band or whatever.
I'm gonna
Portugal
like.
show.
I'm gonna like
already
that video
love
about
So
a million times.
he's like, he gets hit with a rock, and he's like, hey guys, like, we're just here, we're just trying to play some rock and roll. Like, maybe just stop throwing rocks at us. Gets hit again.
Nice.
So finally, he's like, guys, that's it. You throw one more rock. So he's like,
40,000 rocks.
And he
Nice.
goes, later. The crowd goes
Nice.
crazy that they
Yeah.
left.
See ya.
I don't know who was headlining. I don't know. But
We came here to see Moby.
we came here to see Creed. Get up.
This festival is boring. We came to see Moby, yeah.
Nickelback sucks. Bring out Creed.
We came here to see Pauly Shore. What the fuck?
Where the fuck is Macy Granhill one hit? Come on, bring her out now.
I
Fuck.
try to say goodbye and I
Oh my god! I was at a show in Hartford once where Vince Neil got hit in the head with a D-sized battery, and the show stopped for 40 minutes. And basically, the backstory I got from a guy I know who worked the back line was that the promoter gave the band $40,000 extra for them to go out and finish the show because they didn't want the fucking whatever it's called now.
Riot.
It's the Meadows. I'll always call it the Meadows. But yeah, they didn't want a riot and chairs pulled out. They didn't want a Guns N' Roses thing. And Vince Neil is notorious for being a diva. So
I have a good
I'm
question.
sorry.
I'll just say so is Axl, though.
If you take
Well,
a
yeah.
battery to the face, that's not being diva-ish. That's fucked up.
no,
They probably
but-
wanted acid on their little list. You know, you can get like, and somebody gave them batteries instead.
fair enough.
1994, the Meadows. My brother was there. He's older than me. He talks about Wu-Tang Clan
Ain't
and
nothing to fuck
Rage
with.
Against the Machine. And
Oh,
he said that
what a
they
bill.
burned down the Meadows, or that they were climbing over the walls. Can you guys verify that? or anybody out there
Yeah.
verify that? Is
Someone
that true?
you know, I don't know.
94.
Because I Googled it. I didn't find much info on it.
No, I was going to say, I was in Georgia at the time.
You gotta remember,
just
though-
joined I just joined the Army.
There's a lot that is, word of mouth. Things that happen
I
at
heard it from
concerts.
multiple
or
people.
it could be true. It could be 100%.
I was going to say, I've always heard when Wu-Tang comes around, it's pretty damn fucking rowdy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Rage Against the Machine would just come out too. Really,
Yeah. I mean,
and they were firing people up.
Oh, dude, yeah, they did some fucking great
well, they were
music.
turning people away, and they got pissed apparently. So they said, "Screw it." And
We're going
they
to climb
went
over that
climbing
big-ass wall on the hill.
Yeah, and everyone on the other side was all about it.
Looks like it was 1997.
Okay.
Okay,
And yeah, there was like $40,000 in damage.
Wow.
was there fires, or were they
Fire.
just overtake the barracks?
30% of the wooden fencing surrounding the perimeter of the lawn area was destroyed. This thing was fired. This was ripped up and thrown.
I can see that. Like Woodstock all over again.
Yeah, right?
They basically tell you to do that on Rodeo Drive, but everyone's too cheap and
it
hard
was
for
Rage-
let's go to the Meadows.
Rage Against the Machine, Wu-Tang Clan, and Atari Teenage Riot.
They suck, too.
Atari Teenage Riot.
They had one
I'm
song.
shaking in my boots.
Yeah, right.
I am, too. That must have been the opener. That's
Whoa.
why they started ripping shit apart.
Yeah, right.
The fuck is this?
Oh, what it was is they were ripping up the fence and piling it up to make a bonfire.
That's right.
There you go.
My brother was
And
there.
Zach De La Rocca was telling everybody to stop, but they didn't listen.
Of course not. 40,000 strong against one guy with a curly fro.
That's and once again, I reiterate this, and we're afraid of the government. Why?
Because they want to take our guns away.
Why, people?
Be afraid
this is
of-
40,000 people against
One
the
guy.
Hartford police, pretty much.
19,500, so that was the attendance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty
What was
good
it?
attendance, too. 19.5.
19,500.
Is that a lot? That doesn't sound like a
For
lot
that
to me.
place?
They said
Oh, yeah,
it-
for that place,
They
that's
said
a
the
record.
only crowd that was bigger was Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
fuck.
And half of them are fucking stoned anyways, and they fucking looking at the scars.
Every song sounds the same. Every song sounds the same. Every song needs no name. It's my birthday.
My dog licks my balls.
Fuck.
I call that Birkenrock
Bow,
instead of
bow, bow.
Birkenstocks.
You know what's
Bow,
funny
bow.
too about that?
What?
The damage happened while Rage Against the Machine was on, so you can't blame the black guys.
No, you can't. I'm
Well,
not.
yeah,
well, the
I'm sure.
Oh
singers,
no!
the singer and the guitarist are half black.
Exactly.
The
Cut
singer
that
and the
shit
guitarist
right
are
now.
half black.
Cut that shit right now. Guilty by
Okay.
association. Guilty by DNA.
Oh, wow. We're going to hell. And Mike's driving the bus.
And isn't the Jizza
Sorry,
white?
meth.
The Jizza?
No,
Or
Yeah.
Gizza? What's
Or the RZA?
The
RZA?
Jizza.
What is that? I don't know how
it
you
is
call him.
Jizza. The genius, Jizza.
The genius, yeah. I mean, he's
Oh,
like,
okay.
so I read books. I mean, this guy sounds white. When I listen. I've never seen what he looks
See,
like.
I like to read books, and every once in a while, I like to.
If they're laughing, you don't need them because they're
them.
not good friends.
I review them.
Actually, wise ass, for your information, the
Oh,
Jizza is
good.
actually considered to be the top 5 rapper with the best vocabulary.
Oh, well, isn't that fucking special? He
So
still
you're backing me up on
He
that
still
one.
says the N-word
Yes.
bitch 50 times.
He was the first white rapper.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
the Jizza. No,
And now
That's
we
what
got
rappers do.
G-Eazy.
the Jizza probably not. Method Man and them, yeah.
Actually,
I like Ghostface Killer.
Actually, I'm going to go out
Yeah.
on a limb and say probably about 80% of the fucking rappers now are white.
Good amount. At least
A lot of the ones in the fucking hip hop scene right now. I'll tell you what, Nicki Minaj went out, and I'm not. I don't have the tweet correctly 100%, but she says 2018 is going to be the year of the white rapper. Look out, y'all.
Yeah.
Wait, Eminem already did that shit in '98, though.
Yeah, but no, now we got like G-Eazy, we got fucking
G-Eazy,
Mick Macklemore,
Macklemore,
all these other fuckers coming out of Yellow,
we had Numbnuts.
Yellow
Miller.
Wolf, Mac Miller.
Yellow Wolf is actually pretty good.
No, he's-
One I can handle.
I don't like him.
He's
Well, you don't have to.
he's very well. The thing is, he's very
Well, he's one of Eminem's artists. He's on Shady Records.
well that
Okay.
and he's very political. He's extremely political, which
You know
is
what's
why I think
I'm
there's
actually
less of him.
surprised. I'm actually surprised he's still on Shady's label because he's like a Confederate flag wearing fucking guy. He's like
Bubba
from the South,
Sparks.
so
Yeah, he's
Bubba Sparks. Wow. My
I
man just came
can't
out
even
with
listen to rap anymore.
Bubba Sparks.
I can't stand that wobble shit.
Bubba,
All right, yeah.
girl, I mean,
peanut butter sandwich, and I put bacon on my pizza too.
Yeah, okay.
And you know I eat an onion whole. Girl, what you gonna do?
None.
Just shite now.
I just saw an interview with one of those guys, and they were like putting him on the spot, saying, "Can you like do 16 bars off the top of your head?" He's like, "Nah, man, I don't need to spit 16. My shit sound dope."
Wow.
Like,
All right, but you've convinced me.
like okay.
Asshole.
I think it's just
Fuck
getting
nugget.
dumber and dumber. I mean,
Yeah.
mainstream
You know what's
stuff.
funny?
And Orlando
On
Bloom's a
purpose.
great actor.
Right.
You put fucking like every now and then you'll put Rakim on the radio and he can still fucking do it, and he's fucking 50 something
Yeah.
years old.
So what's his face there? Fucking Busta Rhymes.
That's back when it was an
Busta
art.
Rhymes,
though. That's
Big
when
Daddy Kane, all that.
Yeah,
it's
Busta
still-
Rhymes
LL's
still
old
fucking
shit now.
hip hop and
Busta
rap.
Rhymes still fucking impresses the shit out of me
Yeah.
to this day, man. My motherfucker's still doing
He's
it,
actually
man.
getting back to his old style too, which is kind of cool.
Which is way better.
I bet
Yes,
one of
exactly.
I bet one of my main favorite rappers who I saw live years ago, DMX, could still go out and do something good.
Ow, ow,
You know what?
That's all he did. Was
This
fuck.
is not a fucking game.
Right.
DMX.
DMX had a new album a few years ago. I bought it. It was good, but he couldn't keep himself out of fucking jail.
I understand that.
And-
I understand the album went aluminum
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that one.
because everybody buys it on fucking iTunes now. You can't go out and get a physical CD
Actually,
anymore.
this
No, that counts
summer,
as a sale though.
this is not a lie. Best Buy and I believe it's BAM are taking CDs off their
yeah,
shelves.
fuck that.
Done. They are done. They are no longer
Well,
going to be able to buy
I understand
CDs.
they're losing revenue, but fuck.
Dude, I missed that.
I know.
We talked about this
What?
like
Years
I,
ago.
yeah, I was going to
Been
say
at
almost
Walmart.
like a year and a half ago.
that was the coolest thing to open it up and
Open
get
it
all
up,
the gimmicks.
get the
Yeah,
thing,
but
and
guys,
open
guys,
it. Read the
there's-
lyrics.
There's
like,
a caveat to that though. Okay, what's coming back?
Vinyl.
Vinyl. So people are buying
That's
like
a
the
trend.
albums. No,
Yeah, well, I don't know about that.
people are not. Here's the thing with the CD. They didn't do anything with that format. The CD is the
No.
same as it was when it came out in the 80s.
always.
It hasn't changed.
No.
They didn't even go with high definition. They didn't even go with Blu-ray or anything. They did nothing
No,
to make
wait,
the
wait,
music
wait.
sound better.
You have remastered.
Well,
It
that's
doesn't mean shit. Just means
Anyway,
you
vinyl sounds. I like the sound of vinyl.
You
but I'm
found
not
a
gonna go buy
mistake.
record.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Thing.
What do we have to go buy a record player to play these fucking things now?
pretty
well,
much.
here's the
I
thing.
think it's a
you're
trend.
you're gonna listen to your music on your phone or whatever anyway. But
Yeah.
for albums you really really like, it's gonna be a niche. You're gonna collect it,
I get it.
You're gonna want it.
dude. I still have records. I need to get my turntables back, but I got records and shit. Like I would still fucking play them.
No, because that's how it was done back then. You
Yeah.
buy the records, you freaking go on there. And
But
fucking,
see, here's the thing now with things that being digital now, like you can't tell me like if there's like an album, your favorite album, you grab the vinyl record, be like, this is awesome, I have the record. You know, people are going to be into that now.
It is kind
You
of
put
cool.
it on the wall or whatever. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, frame it. Do what
Yeah,
you gotta
I
do.
mean,
the
you might
problem
not
is
play
everything.
it, but-
Right, exactly. Everything's collectible now. It's either you consume it, you listen to it, or you
Right.
collect it.
But look at the CD. The CD has risen incrementally since the dawn.
Not quality wise though.
No, but the price has.
The
Whereas
same thing with comic books. They haven't fucking
toward
done
the
anything. in
toward the
50s,
end of
and
the toward the end of the 80s, you could buy a vinyl record, which I did once because I wanted to have it on all three formats: cassette, CD, vinyl.
8-track.
That had already been gone by the way of the dinosaur
Don't
by
lie.
then. However, this is 89, dude. Come on. But the album version, the full-on vinyl, 12-inch, was $13.99. Now I go into BAM
Suck on
or
my big 10-inch.
FYE, record all through the night. I go in there and I saw Rock and Roll Over by Kiss, which is one of my favorite Kiss records. $48 for the vinyl fucking record.
Yeah.
$48. The price is going to drive the market down. Yes, the collectors are still going to come out in force and look, it's on all this.
You're
what they
gonna have
call
to
it,
buy new record
180
players
point
that
vinyl
have
and-
HDMI
Here's the thing, though.
connectors.
On average, vinyl, from what I've seen, is still like $15-$20. The one you found might have been a limited press because vinyl
Well, on
only
the
gets,
old ones, yeah, I don't think I
vinyl
looked
only
at
gets
anything
so
new.
many pressings, so it might literally be a limited edition. That's why it was so high.
Well, the
but-
album's from 77, so yeah, you might be right.
but like
if
for
I
a
go
band
out and
like
find
Kiss,
Hailstorm on vinyl, I don't want it to be $44.
for an album like let's
I
say
ain't
Kiss,
paying
I'm going to listen to
$44 for
Kiss
Hailstorm.
on Tidal or Spotify or whatever
Sure.
streaming service I'm using, but I'm going to buy my own copy of All Eyes on Me on vinyl.
Fair.
I have the CD, but I'm going to buy that on vinyl because it's just worth owning.
Okay. I'll
Now,
buy it.
I mean, my thing is, everybody has their collecting. Everybody collects something. You know what I'm saying? With my thing, the comic book industry, in my opinion, died almost a decade and a half ago.
yeah.
I used to be, comic boom, bum,
I would
boom,
say
go
the
make my shit.
big two did definitely. The
yeah.
independents really do well right now.
No,
so.
absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, even then, I don't go into a comic book store and get my. If I like a comic, I buy it all digital now, man.
Yeah.
It gets. I'm subscribed to them. I buy it from them. As a matter of fact, every fucking Walking Dead, every fifth issue they give to me for free. The Thor, same thing. There's another one that I get. They're just like Same thing. It's like every 5th or 6th, they send me one for free, dude. It's fucking...
That's not bad.
Why? Yeah, exactly. Why would you go into a comic book store and pay the first of all, I'm not even paying the main price. It's
You don't
like
want the markup
I'm
either.
paying subscription price, right? Exactly.
Well, this is
I'm
a
not paying
limited
$3.50.
edition second printing on fucking aluminum paper. And
Yeah,
all
exactly.
That
Oh,
bullshit.
it's got
But
this,
the,
that, and the
the
other thing.
collectors are going to buy the issues now if they limit the pressings.
But they're not making them
and-
no more.
Well, you know what used
There's
to
certain ones
to
that
kill
they're not
me.
even making. I mean, they are still making the print, but you have to know where they're coming from, and you have
Right.
to have it mailed to you. Essentially,
One of the things that
No,
you
right.
killed
You
me
gotta do
about the
subscription.
whole comic business was you had your favorites, and then every 6 months or so, you might be better off on this than I am. There'd be like 4 separate covers.
Oh,
you had to have
fuck yeah.
all 4. No, I don't.
Oh,
I
like
want
that
the-
horn seat.
Not only that, dude,
Kinda, yeah.
they got. I want to say in the early '90s, they got ridiculous in the fact that, say, if you're a Spider-Man fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only did they have 5 covers for that one issue, he broke off into 5 stories.
Yeah, so you had to have
So
them all.
you
None
had
of them
to-
blended.
And don't even get me going on the Infinity fucking Crisis, because that shit was spanned across, 20 different comics? And you had to literally buy comics that you never even would normally pick
if you were
up
not a Fantastic Four fan, all of a sudden you had to get that issue.
if you wanted to see what was going on in the Infinity.
Do you know who's doing that right now? It kind of drives me nuts. The WB DC shows.
Yes.
They're doing like I like Supergirl, Flash. I don't like Arrow, or the Legends of Tomorrow. But now I'm forced to watch them.
But you have
for
to
this
keep it up.
for this arc because they're
Right.
doing a not Infinity, but what was DC's equivalent of it?
It's when
Crisis on Infinity
Darkseid
Earth.
comes in.
Yeah, they're doing something with all of them, and,
Like the apocalypse there.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so you end up having to watch like all those shows, and I don't like two
It's
of
the
them.
same thing,
so-
dude. If you get forced to kind of get into something, you don't get into it. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is
Great.
horse shit.
Right. Yay.
I remember the old wrestling comics. Those are the only comics. I
Oh
ever
my
read.
god.
Ultimate Warrior holding like a brick. It's like 2 at a time. He's like,
Hulk Hogan's rockin' wrestling.
I remember
That
the
was best.
WCW one. They tried to make the wrestlers into superheroes. Like, what are you doing, Lex Luger?
Yeah.
Like, fuck Lex Luger can't fly. Fuck you. Ricky Steamboat. What are we gonna do? Nobody gives a
let me guess,
shit.
you breathe fire.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't recall. I just remember that one panel. Ricky Steamboat. How are we gonna get out of this? And he had this look on his face with sweat diddling down. Like, oh no, you can't do
Do you
that.
guys remember those though? The
yeah, I
Ultimate
do.
Warrior holding like 2 cinder
Yep.
blocks.
You know what's fucked up?
What's fucked? We're a week late. Go ahead.
No, but you remember how Rambo had a cartoon show and a bunch of
Force
action
of
figures?
Freedom.
So did Godzilla.
Now that you're older, don't you ever sit back and think, "Holy fuck, they made toys out of a Vietnam vet psychopath"?
I don't
with
think
PTSD.
about that. No, I had the best childhood ever playing with fucking Rambo
Dude,
gimmicks.
I did too, but
read half of G.I. Joe's fucking dudes. I mean, you got some guy out there,
Trained killers and-
shipwreck.
One guy was named Sniper, for fuck's sake. Do you know what a sniper does?
Mark Wahlberg.
Pretty close.
he shoots the robotic troopers and misses the living ones.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, stormtroopers are complete. I tweeted this a couple months ago. I said stormtroopers are useless. Those guys they can't ever hit their targets, and they're dropping like.
So I'm saying,
flies.
how did stormtroopers even have kids?
They're overdressed security guards is what they are.
I mean, Princess Leia kills them like they're nothing. They're just completely useless. They got to like reconfigure that. That's why they went to robots, I guess. I don't know.
Well, the silver one doesn't do much better either.
What, there's silver stormtroopers now?
There's one silver.
There's probably
the scary
rainbow
thing-
stormtroopers too.
The scary thing, Ian,
2018.
Snowflake stormtrooper.
Ian,
Look
they
out.
started with robots and switched to the stormtroopers. That's the scary part.
No, you're right.
No, I know. If you think about it, I don't know how to say it, but like, obviously they shot those in the late 70s, 80s. So like there was stormtroopers and they were completely useless. And then in Attack of the Drones, a bunch of robots, and they were pretty good, the robots. And
Do you know why those movies were out of sequence?
why? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yoda was in charge of setting the order. He was.
Oh, my God. And we have our bad Star Wars joke of the day.
If there's ever a time to toast to bad jokes, it'd be right now.
Yes.
Yeah?
Here's to bad jokes. And,
Bad jokes.
In charge of sequencing, Yoda was.
Here we go. And by the way,
The order.
as we talked about, here's to Big Daddy C and his great memory.
That's right.
yeah.
My father passed away almost a year ago. His birthday would have been Wednesday of last week. And I was supposed to go on PLR that day, Chaz and AJ, but I went on there the next day. And I'm going to be writing a couple songs for them, as well as doing some on the street interviews on St. Patrick's Day, or the parade day in New Haven, which is pretty big. So I'm going to be interviewing a bunch of drunk people. So I'm going to have to actually not be drunk for that. So that'll be interesting.
That's going to suck.
No, I know. I might get secondhand
I
drink.
was going to say I can't talk to drunk people and not be drunk. That's just not. It doesn't work.
So I mean,
because you realize how annoying you sound when you're like, oh,
Yeah, you're like, oh.
what would you what do you think would be like some funny things to ask drunk people?
Do you listen to the Loki and Jabroni Show live on Facebook and Wednesdays on iTunes?
And what
And
was
I
your
would
sponsor
say-
called again?
I have plenty.
Yeah, there's too many.
And I would
Well, we
say,
we don't have sponsors. We have affiliates.
Affiliates and Patreons.
Patreon
They
donors,
played. They
yes.
played each other in the Super Bowl.
I'd say so.
Yes.
Where do you plan on
Lost.
peeing? Because it looks like you have to urinate right now, and then just start talking about water.
Oh,
yeah.
Waterfalls,
yeah.
rivers, pools.
Yeah, there's like no-
refreshing.
Have you ever heard of the Little River Band?
You can't even park in New Haven, yet alone take a piss.
Oh, don't I know it? Motherfucker, New Haven Police Department schmucks. I'm parking in front
Oh,
of
that
the
was
sun.
great.
Have you ever
That was
heard,
great.
That was
dude.
horseshit is what it was. I'm hitting the button. I'm hitting the button. Horse shit. No, Ian, if you don't know,
We went up.
we went up to go interview Shaman's Harvest, and Mike couldn't stay, so I parked in a
What's up,
spot with a
Melissa?
big
What's up,
sign that
Carlos?
says free parking from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I got a $20 ticket.
This is in New Haven,
We
right?
parked there at 5:30 p.m. No restrictions, no nothing. It was right by Toad's place.
They're
Yeah.
horrible over there.
Fuck those guys.
This
And
is
they
how they
rode
make
by
their money.
us looking like we're building a bomb
This
for
is
an
how
hour.
Tony Harp. This is how she funds all her little concerts on the green. She had,
Oh, Christ.
I forget what it was called, like In Vogue or something on there. Let me tell you something about this New Haven thing here. These tickets. I was parked on Whitney Avenue, and it's 1 hour parking, right? So my hour was just about up, and there was a parking spot right in front of me. So I saw the guy take down everything. So my license plate and the time and everything. So I moved up a spot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to move up a block. What sense does that
What?
make? If you're a bartender in that area, you're working there. What are you supposed to do?
When I give you the signal, say horse shit. You ready?
horse shit.
There you go. Celebrity horse shit from Ian Cunningham.
I was stopped at a red light. A guy gave me a ticket. He thought I was parked in the middle of the road. I was like, I'm just waiting for it to turn green over here.
That's what New Haven does. That's how they make their money, man.
Bunch
That's
of
a lot
assholes. That place has
one of the most
same-
Shot.
I think it's like the city with the most corrupt mayors.
Probably.
Like some of them have gone to jail.
Well, East Haven's up there too.
That town hasn't been the same since A, the Ravens left, and B, the Coliseum got torn down.
No, Connecticut does not deserve nice things, by the way. You know.
Oh, hey, as long as I
Connecticut-
got you here, and you're talking about we don't deserve nice things, you want to address some of the fools that think we should bring the fucking Whalers back?
Oh, it's a bad idea right now.
Jesus, here we go
Because
again.
We got
Please,
food
no.
here. The Loki. Oh,
We got delicious treats,
is that Capicola?
courtesy of the Eternal
You
Flame.
don't get none. You didn't even say it proper.
Capicola.
What is that, Mortabella or Gimmick Schnabitz?
My last name is Cunning Prosciutto. I'm from Staven.
He is.
Yeah,
from Staven.
Mike's got a butt fever. He can't do that. Oh, look at Ed's getting orgasmic.
Yeah, I
Pass
can.
it along. Puff,
I
puff, pass. Puff,
absolutely
puff,
can.
pass.
Why?
Because we have a guest.
I'm worried about you guys and your health.
Just pass it to Ian.
It's all right.
Fuck.
My health
Thank
is
you,
fine.
dear.
Where's the gabagool? No, these snack things that come with you can eat it with Genoa, Capicola,
Enjoy.
like all kinds of great shit. Love these things.
Fantastic.
Let me now
keep
to
that
go
over
back to
there.
your point here about Connecticut. Now, you remember when you were in like kindergarten? You go on a play date,
Yeah.
and there was that one friend. I don't know. I
Fuck Mrs. Coleman.
that one friend that had
Okay,
had all the good toys, and you could never play with those toys because as soon as you start playing with them, he'd say, "No, that's mine." He'd take it, and he'd play with it for like a second, and
Fuck
he'd stop.
that kid. Fuck that kid.
That's Connecticut. If
Yeah.
we ever imagine the Patriots wouldn't have won a Super Bowl if they were in Connecticut. That was
They'd have
my
already
one shot.
moved to Carolina.
The Jets would have won a Super Bowl by now if the Patriots were in Hartford. Let's be honest here. People, if we got the Whalers back, we'd go to the first couple of games, then we'd go back to doing whatever the hell we do on a Monday and Wednesday night. We don't deserve nice things for a reason. Attendance records, we're just as a state, not saying the people here in this room or the people watching, we are greedy sons and bitches here in Connecticut. And we don't deserve nice things. We don't deserve a sports team. We just don't.
Look, the Yard Goats got transferred to Hartford.
Yep.
They were the Rock Cats, right? No, not the Rock Cats. It was the Rock Cats.
Yeah, wasn't it New Britain Rock Cats?
Yeah. So the Rock Cats get moved from New Britain to come to Hartford, and then they become the Yard Goats.
Dumbest
You know who played
ever in the history
the
of that.
first opening night? The construction workers that built the fucking
Yeah, because they
stadium.
weren't done with
Because they weren't fucking ready.
The funding ran out.
That's
Moron.
Connecticut for you, man. That's Connecticut for you. In a nutshell.
That's because we have a spending problem.
We have
Yeah.
a governor problem.
No, we have a spending problem.
That
It's not
too.
just him.
I'm going to blame him.
We spend and we spend and we spend and
Nothing comes of it.
Well, why do you think we
Look at
turned
some of
around?
the big-ass potholes on 91. Tell me we're doing something to fix these fucking
91,
roads.
Tell
every
me-
fucking road.
tell me taxation isn't theft.
I will never tell you that.
I took a ferry across a pothole the other day. That's how bad it's getting over here.
Bro, he ain't lying.
Oh God, I saw this awesome memes that showed the potholes in Michigan.
Dude, I
This
got
guy-
more-
This guy put his whole kid in it.
Oh,
And they're just like,
wow.
I got more money back from state than I did from from federal.
Wow.
Really?
You remember the directions. Left,
Yeah.
left, in.
How did that happen?
I have no clue.
All right.
No clue. As a matter of fact, state took care of my fucking federal.
Wow.
And I had the same amount of fucking dependents coming out. So you tell me that. I don't.
That doesn't sound right.
Connecticut's just
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Mike.
Wow.
You'll probably get more next year.
No,
You hope.
I get the money back from Connecticut. That's just the
Well,
funny
I mean,
part.
federal, you'll get more next year.
No, eventually.
We hope.
No, you will. Unless
Because it's huge. Everybody's
It's huge,
getting
it's big
huge money. It's the big league. It's big league. Huge.
Unless Connecticut decides to change their tax plan
Which they will.
in spite of the federal tax plan.
Which they will.
They will. I know they will.
Because they've been fighting marijuana for all fucking year.
Idiots.
Like,
I know.
They're the dumbest
Look at
fucking state in
Colorado.
the world.
Look at California. Look at
Massachusetts.
right. Look at any place that has dispensaries and legal marijuana.
Dude, Massachusetts hates the fact that it's legal right now.
Yet they're making money hand over fucking fist.
You ask any of these gas station people, and half of them aren't even freaking having the shit that they could, and they're all fucking butthurt. But yo, they are bringing in the fucking revenue, man.
Yes, they are.
I
Look,
went up
if you,
there.
If you told me,
Dude, I went up there last time when we went to go see a fucking the Boston game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got a fucking vape pen.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like $50. $50. And that shit lasted me, no word of a lie, like a week.
okay,
And I smoked that fucking shit the entire time I was at that fucking game. Fucking hitting that shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. It was fucking great. I could walk into a store,
buy it
grab what I wanted.
like a Twinkie.
No. Like a beer.
Okay,
Because, see, like a Twinkie, it doesn't matter if you get the fucking, if you get,
It's 21 plus.
right, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It doesn't matter if you get the Zinger or if you get the Hostess Twinkie. You know what I'm saying?
$1.29.
It-
Same out
It's
the
the
door.
same idea.
Right.
It's a yellow sponge cake with cream in the middle, right?
Doesn't matter how you doctor it up. Oh yeah, two different things.
Right,
there.
right.
Coors Light and Two Roads.
My point is, that's the same thing that happens when you walk into one of these places. You turn around, you say, look, I want to get this vape pen. Not only are you saying flavor, you're picking your THC content. You're picking if it's mellow. You're picking if it's going to be knocking you out on the couch. You're picking if it's going to make you, vibrant, whatever it is. It's literally like walking into a package store.
Yeah.
But you get the opposite. You get drugs. Oh my God.
Fuck that. It's not a drug. It's a plant. Outlaw roses and I'll buy it.
It's a drug. I don't care if it's a drug. Caffeine's a drug. It's
No,
a
it's
drug.
Pretty much.
Alcohol is a fucking drug.
Pretty much.
Hello.
But
No, not
I
pretty
should be
much.
allowed-
Very much.
I should
I
be
do-
allowed to ingest anything I want as long as I'm not hurting anybody else. Fuck it. I said it.
bingo. Except
Yeah.
except bath salts. Fuck that shit.
Even smack.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck if you're doing heroin in your house. If you ain't fucking with anybody else, dude, do it.
If you're only hurting yourself, that's fine. I get it.
The problem with heroin is it's fucking not made right.
Oh, that's
It's
just not made to let you go.
No, well, not only that, it's just not. It's whatever they can make it out of
Mm-hmm.
is what it's made out of, and that's the problem with heroin is there's not a specific chemical balance that makes it, so people throw whatever the fuck they want into it, and it kills people.
The fentanyl that they're putting in it now is
Yeah,
just
that-
killing
It
motherfuckers.
fucking kills people.
Killing motherfuckers.
It's just like we said back in the day. Look, I've said it on the show a million times. My dad was a huge cokehead in the 80s. But that's when it was fucking pure. There was a difference. Now, my dad's a fucking cokehead now. You're damn right I'm going to smack the shit out of him. I'd be, what are you, stupid dad? You know what I'm saying?
They're putting more and more
They're
crazy
putting more
shit
and
into
more
it.
fucking bullshit in there. Look,
Let's cut it with this. Let's cut it with this.
If you want to get yourself a fucking 8-ball and blow it up your fucking nose and have a great time, dude, do it. Do it. Nobody's going to fucking judge you. Not me, not you, not fucking Focus.
Not at all.
Nobody in this fucking room is going to fucking judge you. The problem is when you guys take these fucking drugs of choices, you do stupid things, and then you blame it on the drugs. It's not
Of course,
the drugs.
because it's not the guy
It's not the drugs. It's you, you
not the guy that
dipshit.
committed the crime. It's the fucking 4
it's
ounces
you.
of cocaine. I get what you're saying.
You.
I'm giving you.
You had this in your fucking brain.
I'm giving you the snowflake
right.
reaction.
I know. I got you. I got you.
Oh, it wasn't me. It was the fucking 4 ounces of cocaine. No, motherfucker.
No, it
you
was
did
you.
this.
You did it to yourself.
Fucking
you
asshat.
had this pent up aggression.
Speaking of asshats,
the
let's welcome
drug
back
gave you the
ENC.
courage. The drug gave you the courage to take it to the next level.
Fucking chemical
But
courage.
trust me when I say this, it was already in your mind. You already wanted to do this.
Right. Now,
Are you playing with the knobs?
I am.
No,
Okay.
Nobody
Pushing your buttons.
Thank you. I'm going to visit your office. I'll be right back.
Nobody here is saying go do some smack. Like if any of my friends walked up to me and said I'm gonna do some smack, I'd probably smack you upside the head.
Kevin Smith,
'Cause you're being
sorry you
stupid.
had a heart attack the
Yeah,
other day,
big
dude.
ups to you for still being alive, bro.
Yeah. But here's the thing. This is different. Do I think you should do it? No. But
things are good.
I don't think you should go to jail for it if you do. That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Go to jail for what?
For doing
You can
drugs.
hear me on-
Drugs.
For doing drugs. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Here.
Yeah.
I'm not endorsing
Check.
drugs. I'm not encouraging
Yeah.
anybody to do
Sound
drugs.
good.
But I don't think you should get locked up for it.
No, I agree. I absolutely
They
agree.
won't let me out.
You can't.
Locked up.
You can't take. I mean, look. It's like we said before. Alcohol is a substance. Freaking caffeine's a substance. Food is a fucking substance. Let's be honest. Dude, some people eat a whole lot of food and they get a little fucking large. All right, that's a fucking drug, dude.
That's bullshit.
That's you get the same endorphins released for food that you do with any
Some
of these
foods, yeah.
fucking drugs. Absolutely.
Getting
man.
a text message too, and
Yes.
Facebook
No, you're
notification.
fucking, you're absolutely fucking right. Social media, very
Not
much.
Facebook notification now is like,
Yeah, I know. Like,
withdrawal.
I'm like,
you're like Jesus.
What's Eddie Focus doing?
what the fuck? Now what is Mike ranting about at work?
Yeah. Oh, great. Here we go.
Actually, I don't even pay, the notifications I kind of ignore now. It's the videos, the live videos. I can't help but click on them. Especially the ones from this foul mouthed dickhead right here.
Yeah, I have
Kind of pointing in the middle. I've been clean this
I
whole
have some.
time in case my uncle's watching.
I have some good ones.
He was ranting about
I've
the
seen 'em.
Vikings and
I've seen a couple.
he was
two,
ranting
three.
about the Vikings and some the opposite team's fans, and somebody pops on his live. He's like, I don't know who you are, but you sound like a foul mouthed dickhead. I'm like, yeah, that's him. Yep.
Yep.
Last
I
time
think
I
that
was
was
here,
I think that was the point he was trying to get across.
you
Yeah.
and Chris. See, I get the Loki. I know you're Loki. He's Jabroni. You guys were arguing about something. I don't even know. I think he was agreeing with you, but you guys were still arguing about something. I don't even know what it was about.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that a lot, actually. Yeah.
And you almost left. You're like, I'm done with the show. Right?
I got kicked out once. So
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I don't know what.
He was there.
I was just there.
Disagreed with Loki?
He was there.
They were fighting about something. I'm like, come on, guys, we boys, shut the fuck up, Ed, get out of my house.
We brought it up. That was probably 2 months. 2 months into the new place.
Yeah, 2 months into
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
By the way-
I had to. That was like a 5-hour podcast. I had to chop down to 2.
Well, no. Oh, you know what it was? That was the special beer edition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All beers can't mix, apparently.
No, they cannot.
We're talking about how calm.
You know what,
Loki is.
You know what though? Lady J gets
very
the best one-liner that night. She pops up on the feed. All you guys had to do was drink some beer,
That's it. That was all. That was our one job.
and we fucked
failed.
it up.
We failed.
The second beer episode went off better.
Now, let me ask you a question. So you still doing karaoke stuff?
Yeah.
I want to come to one of those karaoke things.
Oh,
'Cause I'm
Bring it
thinking
on,
about
man.
getting into it.
I would probably do a Saturday night at Tokyo Sushi. That's probably one of our betters. I just started doing Maggie's.
You ever
Right
do
down
like a competition? You ever do something
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Like you guys ought to do something like that.
Oh yeah. We the last one I think it was it's like $500 cash, $250, and then $100.
I mean, with like judges.
Oh no, we had the judges and everything else, man.
Oh,
It was
wow.
good times. It was good. We had like a round robin fucking tournament and everything.
Wow.
It took almost like 3 months to complete, and it was great.
Karaoke is so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's a great time.
Karaoke Heroes in New Haven sucks, by the way.
Really?
I don't like it.
That's horrible, man. Because it's supposed to be a fucking fun. You're supposed to have a good time. You're supposed to.
You can't even pay with cash, which I don't like.
What?
You got to use your card.
That's horseshit.
Apparently, they have like these private rooms, which is nice. You can get like a couple people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that sounds like fun, but the main room can't stand it.
Eddie! Don't do it. Come on, man. Evan's pooping in there. Not my problem. Left.
No way.
Lots of woods outside, as Ian already described in his Jeepers Creepers 3 episode or whatever.
By the
You
way,
want me to die?
if I take yoga, will my bladder stretch? Because like I don't know if I have a growing problem or a going problem, like it says in the commercial. Are you guys sponsored by any like prostate
it's a-
exams?
No,
Squirrel
we
bladder.
can be.
Squirrel bladder.
There's a medical app.
Diverticulitis or something? Diverticulitis? I don't know.
Diverticulitis.
Trust me, if we were sponsored by that, Crispy all over it.
Right?
I didn't even here. You got to
Oh,
finish
I'm
those.
good,
You sure?
man. Yeah. No, absolutely.
All I know is,
Pizza bites. Fantastic. These are incredible.
yes,
These are really good.
homemade, I think.
Speaking
Am
of
I-
Do
addiction,
they still make pizza pockets?
I don't know.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, you can't ever count on those, man. One thing you can count on is half of it's going to be freaking ice cold, and the rest of it's going to be nuclear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Melt
no.
your face
Every time.
hot, and then by the end,
I just do
it's
them in the
stone
oven.
cold.
I don't even fuck around. I put them in the oven.
Yeah, pretty smart. idea.
cold.
Oh, God, here you go. So what else you got going on? You got anything else on your list you want to... you got a list. You got a fucking laundry list here.
Yeah, I don't know. I just take notes while we go, really.
I like it.
What
I
else
see.
do I got going on?
That's a good question. I put some pizza bite on there. I'm sorry I took it off. That's my fault.
Oh, it's no big deal.
All right.
Can you
Just-
gimmick me?
I can gimmick you.
Well, maybe, it's not like Chaz and AJ are listening. I just thought,
Oh, speaking of those two,
yeah, speaking of those guys.
I actually do listen to them every once in a while in the morning.
Did you mention Loki and Jabroni?
They have this thing called Dumbass News.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm catching up on that, and it's just,
We have the fake news. We haven't done it in a while though.
Have you ever seen our fake
we
news
do.
episode?
No.
I'll link you to it. Have some fun.
All right.
I'll have to do
You'll
it
love
again.
it. I'll send you the YouTube link. Don't listen to the episode.
Logie needs to unpack and find my green screen now.
It loses.
I have your green screen.
Yeah,
Oh, you
it
found it?
loses
Oh.
all its meaning if you just listen to it. Watch the video.
These are
Fan
really
fucking tastic. I
Prosciutto
made these
and cheese.
myself.
It's a very simple concept, but very tasty.
It worked.
It's just like that little zip spit where you got the Slim Jim on one side and the slap of fucking cheddar on the other side. And you can do it one of two ways.
Right?
You can have one bite and then go back to the other one. Or you can
No,
just
I just-
gnaw on both of them. Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Put them
when,
both like this and just go.
dude, when I was on a strict no carb diet, like those things and those were like perfect snack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right. Where were we going? We were
Is that
just
the
talking
Atkins
about something.
diet?
The Atkins, no, that's called the protein beef and
right?
cheese.
The Atkins diet's a little different, but yeah.
What were we talking about?
So what do you have coming up next? So what is
Yeah.
what is your next project that you're thinking of?
Well, I want to get back into the stand-up scene. So I'm
Are you still doing that?
The
that
Choice.
little I was going to say, yeah, the choice. You still got that going? Is it, what is this?
Here's
like
what
season
happened.
3?
No, we never got to a season 2 because Trinity Bar in Orange Street in New Haven had a fire above it.
Oh,
So I never got to my season 2. What I had was a Christmas thing that I did in Madison, Connecticut for my softball sponsor. And Gina Jeanette won that. And she was the 4th verse on the Amendola song. And she shot that in Times Square. Her boyfriend Eli shot that.
oh wow.
So I really love doing it. It's like karaoke meets comedy meets live musicians. It's
Yeah.
like America's Got Talent or whatever. But we had a couple 2-3 guys like us. It'd be basically like us here, right? We're kind of just commentating on it, hosting a little bit, and we had like 4 judges and nice seating arrangement or whatnot, and they just kind of give their scores. And we had like live Instagram voting too, based on I made like 15 posters a week. It was a lot of fun. I love doing it personally. So if you ever want to have like a huge competition, like kind of a Loki, Jabroni, Big E and C thing, we ought to do it out here. We can do it.
I'm all for it.
That'd be so much fun because I don't know, especially because you guys have.
We gotta look out for the creeper though.
Right. Well, wait a minute. Like a comedy? Are you saying like a comedy gimmick, like stand-up comedy, and we're the judges, the four of us?
So here's the deal, right? So basically, like, say you two were the host, right?
Yep.
Of the thing, and you guys are just saying who's up next and blah blah blah, and then you have maybe focus would be like a judge, and then you have like a comedy judge, and maybe me, and then you have like a musician judge. Or whatnot, right? You see 3 or 4 judges.
It's almost like open mic night. Bring your talent
It's exactly
and show
what it is. It's a real open mic night. And that's what they asked me to do originally. Like, host an open mic night. I said, nobody wants to go to a miserable, slit your wrist open mic night on a Monday night.
No, because most people come with an acoustic
up,
guitar
Jay?
and play fucking, what's his name there? John Mayer.
Right. Or Dave Matthews.
Fuck John Mayer.
But see, no one...
Hey, Jay, what's going on?
But see, you can play Dave Matthews all day, but
you
no one's
can't.
listening because
No,
they're
you
still
can't.
at the Meadows.
No, you can't. Fuck.
They ain't listening.
No, you
They're
can't.
stoned.
No, you can't.
So
Fuck Dave Fuck Dave Matthews.
Why you gotta hate on Dave Matthews?
Fuck Dave Matthews. Every
I'm a
song
stoner
sounds
and
the
I
same.
hate
None of the
Dave
songs
Matthews.
need a name. Fuck, it's my birthday. Every fucking song. Wah,
Milk
wah,
a dog,
wah.
milk a dog, big.
Wah, wah, wah. I could win your
was a birthday.
I could win your comedy gimmick just by doing a Dave Matthews thing, and everybody who hates Dave Matthews would vote
Big
for me.
Joe
Do you like,
is in the house.
If
Joe
Chad Kroger was the lead
Diamante.
singer of
Big
Dave
Joe.
Matthews.
What
What's
was the
up,
question
man?
there?
If Chad Kroger was the lead singer of Dave Matthews, why who would you share?
Okay, hold on.
Don't
Nope,
bite
not
the
gonna do
big
it.
one.
Not gonna do it.
Kevin Sullivan killed Chris
Oh,
Benoit.
motherfucker, no! See, Eddie.
Ben, why who would you say?
I don't.
Oh,
have,
hold on. Wait a minute.
I don't have
Okay.
the trigger anymore. So.
Kevin
Doesn't
Sullivan
matter.
killed Chris Benoit?
Oh, God, here we go. Don't do it.
Ben,
Don't
why
fucking do
would
it.
you say?
Don't do
I
it.
thought you were saying Kevin Sullivan killed his family.
Oh, my God.
Again, I know nothing about it. I
Hello?
saw
No,
it was a
I could
trigger.
actually buy Kevin Sullivan killing
Benoit.
Benoit.
Oh, God, don't do it. The
No, I
views
could.
expressed by
I
Ian C. Never mind. I'm just going to shut up.
So he's gonna hang himself, right?
Oh, my God.
Did he actually hang himself?
He hung
Benoit?
himself
He hung himself.
on his pull-down lat machine, whatever the fuck you think. That,
Right.
With the pull-down bar.
But now that I'm thinking, see, I was totally
Really?
against the argument because I thought you said Kevin Sullivan. That's why I made the argument of saying, hey,
I hate you both.
would you come kill my fucking?
I fucking hate you both.
Would you come kill my kid, my
I'm
wife?
gonna have a fucking.
Right.
I'm gonna have my second heart
But no,
attack.
now that
fucking hate you
I've
both.
just heard that,
Eddie, I'm
I'm
following you.
Eddie,
It's all
I'm being
coming
so
together.
nice
no,
right now.
I can buy this.
Eddie,
No.
I'm being.
I
Eddie,
can
I'm being
buy
so
this.
nice right now.
Like, what if Kevin Sullivan
Coming down in 3,
was really
2,
the father
1.
of Daniel?
No! Stop! Motherfuckers!
All right. If you don't
Stop!
like that one, what are some other wrestling conspiracy theories out there? What are some other big wrestling conspiracy
wrestling
theories?
conspiracy.
I got
that
one
just
for
read.
you.
Go ahead.
I got one for you.
I bet it's the same as mine.
Owen Hart really didn't die that night. It was Brett.
Oh,
And
Christ.
Owen took over Brett's career. That's why it went downhill.
My
There are
head-
3 Ultimate Warriors.
I've heard 2.
There's 4.
The funny thing is, the second Ultimate Warrior shot himself in 1993, and
He's all about this.
You remember when he came back and saved Hogan at WrestleMania
Yeah.
8, and he was all thinned out, and everybody said that's Kerry Von Erich. That's not the real Ultimate Warrior.
So
and what
I thought
happened
it was.
6 months later? Kerry Von Erich blew his fucking brains out,
Yeah.
but the Warrior's still there. Stop buying into it.
So wait, so there's only one warrior.
There's only one Warrior, and he died 3 years ago after going to the Hall of Fame. Just deal with it.
Here's
Biggest-
one that actually has some legs, and I think that this is definitely.
I
one.
hope this is the one that you and I are going to agree with.
This one has legs to me because I feel like it made sense at the time. The Bret Hart thing being a work. I think it had.
Yes!
The more I think about
What,
it,
the
was
Bret
an-
Hart,
that
Shawn
was-
Michaels
The
thing?
screw job.
That was another
and-
episode.
We did that in November, yeah.
all right.
No,
I mean,
I don't buy
No, we did that. We broke down
Yeah.
the screw job, but not
We-
the conspiracy
I
theory.
don't buy the conspiracy.
I could, and
I
I'll
think
tell.
the fact
I
that
want to
he
hear
would,
what he has to
the
say.
fact that here's what kind of. I don't know. I was just watching something the other day,
Swig of whiskey to you, my man.
and it wasn't really anybody.
Hello, Matt Pistol. How you doing, bro?
Already killed mine.
I think the
Oh,
whole
here, let me work on it.
him writing WCW in the air. I think I don't know. That's kind of tacky, but that's what kind of makes me think it was a.
No, but he did that
After the
afterwards.
pay-per-view ended.
Right, exactly.
But the cameras still rolled to pick up other
Yeah,
things.
right.
What bothered me about that, and I didn't bring it up during the show because our goal was to break it down him being a Bret Hart fan, me being a Shawn Michaels guy, and just break down how it all went down 20 years ago. The thing that bothered me was he's in the process of filming a documentary about his career. And it just so happens that that night coincides with the ending of the documentary.
Yeah, but my thing
Too
is
many
this.
questions.
No, my thing is this. He goes on to WCW, and did you see the career?
Right. But
So-
how would
No,
he
no,
show that?
neither did anybody else.
but
Exactly. So if you are going to fucking have this set up, don't you think you'd be a little bit more set up? Don't you think the people that are going to accept
But
you
that
are
was-
going to make you a fucking title holder?
You would like to think
Dude,
so,
but
but
he
Eric
was
Bischoff and Vince
nothing.
Russo ran the show.
The
They don't know what to
conspiracy-
do.
The conspiracy,
that's just-
as I see it, as I hear it, is that McMahon sits down with Brett and they have a conversation. Maybe I don't know how many months going, and somebody finally says, how about we screw
Brett was
you?
already going.
We make you look.
He was
good.
done. You got to understand that. Brett was done.
He knew 3 months in advance.
He was
done.
like, dude, I'm out of here. Look, you're going on to the future. Anybody but Sean.
Yep.
That was his direct fucking words to Vince.
Anybody but Sean.
Anybody but Sean. Did you see the uppercut? Did you see the
way
uppercut?
in the beginning?
No. At the end, when Bret Hart finally met up with Vince McMahon, and Vince was
I've
like,
never
didn't
seen
see
it.
it.
that is a real uppercut, dude. Vince got lifted, and I'm not even joking
Inches.
inches off the ground. And even Bret says in that book, that is the greatest feeling he has ever had was to give Vince that
One of the
fucking
questions
uppercut.
I wish we'd have asked Joe Laurinaitis when we had Road Warrior Animal on the show, because he was backstage for all of that.
Yeah.
You can see him in the documentary when Bret Hart's pig-faced wife at the time was berating Hunter in the hallway. You knew about this and all this, and Hunter's like, I didn't know shit, which we all found out later. He knew.
Yeah, obviously,
But
yeah.
you see Joe standing there like with his head down, kind of like, I don't want to be here, but I have nowhere else to go, and I'm kind of locked in by this pig-faced wife and Hunter and China and all these big beefy people. And Joe's a big beefy
when
guy.
politics rears its ugly head in wrestling.
As far as I'm concerned, I when that documentary came out a year later, I really did think it might have been a scripted thing, and it was just to promote Bret Hart leaving and his eventual comeback and all that bullshit.
He looked really good losing a belt. Let's be honest, he did. So maybe McMahon.
The finish was fantastic.
Well, I don't know. If you listen to the Man Cow interview, which was like 2 weeks later, dude,
Read
I'm
his
sorry.
book. Fucking
I'm
Bret's
sorry.
book, he was F this and
All
F
right,
Sean
you know what?
and F everybody.
If it wasn't if it was scripted, it was strictly WWE and it had nothing to do with Bret. Bret had no clue.
If Bret had
what the
something to
fuck
do with
was
it, and I'm
going
going to
on.
follow Ian's thing, if Bret had something to do with it, it was to make him bigger going forward, but it never materialized.
It didn't do
because,
shit.
No,
wait,
but that had nothing to do with WCW. It was a McMahon. McMahon's the genius. You know what I mean? It would have been his idea.
He would have wanted
but
it both ways.
look, you got
If
it.
it's
Yeah.
McMahon, he wants it
No.
both ways.
Let me ask you this.
I'm going to make
How
Bret
can
more money,
somebody-
but I want him to suck, which is exactly what he did. Bret made more money in the 2 years he was with WCW before he got hurt and had to leave. Made more money in 2 years than he did with
because
the WWE
of the
in
signing
5.
bonuses.
You remember in the
because of the
quote?
signing bonus. But let me say this: how can somebody like Dean Malenko own the WCW for almost 6 months? No charisma, no nothing, because they called him the technician, right?
Between those roles, he
I'm
was
sorry.
badass.
I'm sorry. Bret Hart had a lot more fucking technician than the Iceman had. I love Dean Malenko.
I'd put him on equal ground.
There is
Absolutely.
nothing against Dean Malenko. Why did those two never fucking meet?
I thought he was in the
Why?
boxing.
Why did they never ever have a match?
Because-
why could you never do that?
I'll tell you why. Because when Bret came over, Kevin Nash is now the booker, and Kevin Nash hates Dean Malenko, hates Chris Benoit, hates Eddie
Hates
Guerrero,
everybody.
hates Shane Douglas. He hates everybody who's not 6+ and 300 and change. And the guys like Benoit, Guerrero, Malenko,
Eddie
Juventud.
Guerrero.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. And you can throw Chavo into the mix.
Yeah, you
Anybody
can.
who throw Jericho into the mix for that year and a half before he jumped ship.
Love Jericho.
I'm a huge Jericho fan. I'd love to get him on the phone, but he's the busiest fucking guy next to this guy over here in show business. Because when the booker doesn't believe in you, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
One of the best quotes from Bret Hart's book that he said, that McMahon said to him, was WCW would not know what to do with a
And
Bret Hart.
he proved it.
No.
And
No, they
proved
did. They
it.
did
knew
prove
that.
that.
And I'll
Well,
tell you
that goes back to the '96 negotiations before he re-signed the contract. I'm thinking of going to WCW. WCW will ruin you. They don't know what to do with Bret Hart, and they showed it with Bret Hart. They showed it with who was the other guy that jumped, and I can't remember. Jeff Jarrett. They didn't know what to do with Jeff Jarrett. Who's, by the way, big news. Jeff Jarrett's going in the fucking WWE Hall of Fame.
I did see
I
that.
saw that. And
After-
China still isn't.
My big thing with Jeff Jarrett is he got blackballed in '99
For
when
what?
he was owed money. His contract ran up on Saturday. He had to do the Sunday pay-per-view. He asked for his money, and McMahon lost his fucking gasket. But you know what? Jeff Jarrett going to the Hall of Fame is fantastic. I would buy China in the Hall of Fame. And
What
I
about
said
McMahon? McMahon should be in the Hall of Fame.
he will eventually when he dies.
not fair.
And I know that's how
Fucking
it's going to go.
Shane McMahon should be in
Look,
before fucking Jeff Jarrett.
We did the WWE Hall of Fame episode 2 years ago. There's no reason Beth fucking Phoenix is in the Hall of Fame before China,
Yeah.
other
Beth
than
Phoenix?
she's
Exactly.
married to Edge.
Married to Edge.
And she had
Oh,
she had 2 good
please.
years.
Did Edge
Two.
die?
Isn't China like blacklisted?
Is Edge alive?
No, she's just dead. Edge is alive,
Okay.
and so is Beth
who
Phoenix.
The hell
And
is Beth Phoenix?
they're birthing. Look her up, man. She was really
She's
good.
like Amazon.
She was really good. Let me say that she was really good. But she
wasn't
is not Hall
great.
of Fame.
Exactly.
Beth Phoenix, and I'm going to piss a lot of people off with this one. And it pisses myself off to say it because I think the guy should be in the Hall of Fame. Beth Phoenix is Don Mattingly. You had a couple good years. You were a worker. You were a workhorse. You were
she was a worker.
You
We're not-
were someone that every night went out and gave your best. But a Hall of Famer, you are not.
Dean Malenko was a worker. You ain't never going to see
Dean
him in the Hall
Malenko's
of
never
Fame.
going to the Hall of
Right,
Fame.
exactly.
Well, I mean, can you blame
Coco
them?
fucking Beware's in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
Yoko
is.
fucking Zuna is in the Hall of Fame.
You know, the MLB is turning into the wrestling because, like, there's certain guys in there, like,
Pick
shouldn't
one.
be in there.
Pick one. I could pick one right now that's going in this year,
All right.
and he had a mediocre career. Jim Thome.
Jim Thome.
Jim Thome. Thome the Bohm.
Yeah, you have to look at it relatively in the era that I mean, Albert Bell should be in the
Why
Hall
is
of Fame.
agreed? Why is Edgar Martinez not in the Hall of Fame? We know why Bonds and Clemens and some other guys
Yeah,
are not in the
because
Hall
of
of Fame.
these writers that think they're holier than thou. But you got to look at the generation that they were in, and who was the best of the best out of all the steroid guys. You know,
Bonds,
Yeah, I was gonna
McGuire,
say.
Sosa.
No, I was going to say, yeah, Sosa would be
Those
mine.
3 are my top 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Sosa use steroids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Although
tell you this.
here's a guy who
It was
spoke
late.
perfect.
It was late.
Right. Here's a guy who spoke perfect English his entire career, despite coming from the Dominican. And then when he goes in front of Congress, he's like,
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't understand.
I got
I
something.
hate your fans.
He played the card.
I got something to say about
Played
steroids
defense.
later.
Okay.
I'm going to make a case right now
Oh,
that
yeah, later is pretty
Mattingly,
much now.
Mattingly should be in the Hall of Fame over Craig Biggio, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, agreed.
Mattingly dominated that position, not only with his glove, but with his bat from 83, 84, 85, 86, and 87. That's,
What's up, Shelly?
You could throw 88 and 89 in there until the back injury in 90.
I thought the back injury happened actually during the 87 season.
He was on the 15-day DL, but he spent.
It was a nagging injury that kind of came back.
And it kept going and going and going. But when he came back in 88, he was on fire.
He was the best offensive.
That
first
was the
baseman.
year he hit, what was it, 7 Grand Slams in 7
That
days.
was 87.
Was that 87?
He
Six
hit
Grand Slams in 6 days.
Grand Slam. Well, he had 6 Grand Slams that season.
Oh, and it was 6.
8 home runs in a row.
Thank you.
And
Only guy to ever do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, Griffey did it as well.
Fuck Griffey. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Mattingly. Let's keep it on the New York
home
tip.
run- No, I'm
I
with
get
you.
it. I'm with you.
No, but Mattingly dominated. 145 RBIs he had one year. He had 200.
Hello,
hits
Shelley
in all
Parker.
the seasons. He put up, and this is before the steroid era. He was putting up steroid era numbers.
Don
in the
Mattingly
80s.
looked like the guy that fixed your car. No
5,
offense,
6
Mike.
years in a row. And he had a
You
club.
kind of look like Don Mattingly when you think
do.
about it.
You do.
Change the hat, but you kind of do.
But
I
Mattingly-
look like Jason Varitek.
When
all
you
right?
add-
Same.
when
When
you
you
add
think about
Mattingly's
it,
glove-
same. Neither of them are ever going to go into the Hall of Fame, and both of
And
them
that pisses me off.
And both of them were the captains of their team
Yes,
and
yes.
big time gamers.
Yes.
Same.
Mattingly,
You are right. I'll
And
give you that.
Mattingly was a real Gold Glover, not like a Derek Jeter Gold Glove. You know, it's just like, oh, we like Derek. And
See, I dig Derek, but I don't think Derek is Hall of Fame worthy. He didn't
Oh
change
no,
the
he
position.
is. He is.
I told you,
No, he
I don't know.
is.
Derek Jeter.
No,
Jim Lehrer-
but what he
Shortstop.
did. Look,
Look
for
at
not
the
only
numbers for
shortstop. Yeah, I was going to say numbers.
Cal Ripken changed
The
shortstop.
only New York Yankee to stick in that position from rookie until retirement?
Mickey Mantle.
All right. Okay, good call.
Joe
Mantle moved around,
DiMaggio.
though.
There's 4. There's Mantle, DiMaggio, Gehrig.
no,
Jeter.
not in that shortstop.
No, at Yankee beginning to end.
No. I was saying in the shortstop position.
No, it's only Jeter.
That's what I'm
gotta go
saying.
toe-to-toe with you.
And Jeter kind of. All right. Let me break it down from a Sox point of view.
Sure. This is why we do this.
How many times have we changed shortstops just within, let's say, the last 5 years?
Oh, Christ. 3 times.
Exactly.
During the
short-
Jeter era, there was 2. There was Jeter and there was Garcia Parra. And then when they were done with him and shit canned him,
A-Rod.
then started the open door. Fuck A-Rod.
right,
Don't,
listen,
no,
forget
stop.
the shortstop
A-Rod's
argument.
DH.
A-Rod is Kevin Sullivan. No,
All
no,
right,
no.
I'm going to go at you like this.
Here we go.
Derek Jeter,
Yep.
you really don't think should be in the Hall of Fame? Look at the hits.
No,
Look at the
he
hits
will.
per season.
He
no,
will.
not he will.
He
What do
will.
you don't think he should? He's the Pete Rose of the modern era with the hits, the runs scored, the clutch hits, the runs scored and the hits, the runs scored and
like
the
I
hits.
said, he has people that, and I'm a Boston fan. When I hear Boston fans dog him, I'm like, you watch your mouth.
Please.
Oh, because he's a gamer.
He's a gamer,
But
he-
does that, being a gamer,
Yes.
being clutch, being all this,
hits and runs. He scored hits.
if Jeter goes in, Mattingly
scored
has
runs.
to. Because
Jeter,
they did
though-
the same thing for the same length
I don't
of
know,
time.
though.
Focus.
man, I don't
Where's
know,
Derek
because-
Jeter on the all-time hits list?
And not only that, how many clutch
I'll find it.
plays did Jeter come in?
Derek
through?
Jeter retired kind of early too. Like if he stuck around, he could have gotten 4,000 hits.
Oh, dude,
Let's be honest.
He had business.
He's
he had
top
everything.
10
He was
all-time
like-
in
he,
hits.
he didn't want
He's
to
a
keep
co-owner of the fucking Marlins at this point.
I mean,
By the
that-
way, who's their manager? Don fucking Mattingly.
Yes.
So he knows.
Breaking news.
What?
Papa John's and NFL cancel sponsorship deal.
We knew that was coming.
Ooh, that was
Peyton
coming.
Manning's pissed.
Yeah.
Who, Fohead? He got
Yeah.
plenty more commercials.
That's why when you own a business, you need to just shut the fuck up.
All right, here we go.
Yes, you
Here's
do.
the all-time MLB hits list. Pete Rose, number 1. Ty Cobb, number 2.
Yep.
Hank Aaron, number 3. First of all, Ty Cobb, fuck him. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He was a dirtbag son of a bitch like O.J. Simpson, but I
Look at his
digress.
hits, dude.
I digress.
Motherfucker can hit a ball.
Number 4, Stan Musial. Number 5, Tris Speaker. Number 6, Derek Jeter. All right, I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
Now
And
go
I
back.
bet
Hold
you
on.
he's
Go back
got
to
less
number
games.
5. Go back to number 5.
Tris Speaker?
Yeah.
All-time Red Sox great?
Right, exactly. Unless you are a Red Sox fan, any Yankees fan, you don't know that name.
Do you know what his
guarantee
position
it.
was?
No, because it was way before my time.
Pitcher. And he's 5th on the all-time hits
Before
list. The DH.
Before the DH. Exactly, dude. And that's a whole change in the American League that we don't.
1972.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe
exactly.
besides Stan Musial, he's got.
But he
less
also
games than all those
he
guys.
did double duty. He did pitcher, but he played positions.
Yeah, like
Right.
Babe Ruth did.
So
Babe Ruth, same thing.
There's a whole, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole genre to that, man.
I get it.
And it's
All right.
when you are comparing these people to Derek Jeter, and Derek Jeter shows up 6th,
But I don't think numbers should be the final fucking factor when
I'm
you go in
with
the
you.
Hall of Fame.
and I'm not even working
No.
numbers. I'm saying what he did for you as a team.
Sure,
Clutch,
Don Mattingly.
hits, doubles.
But that wasn't in the championship run. That was when they sucked balls, and Don Mattingly kept producing year after year after year. MVP,
And to be
Gold
honest
Gloves,
with,
etc.
it's also a little selfish because with me saying this, that means that I really want Tech to be part of the
I would
Hall of
love,
Fame.
you know what, and just from a Yankee point of view, and let me turn the tables because you just did the same with Derek Jeter, and I thank you for that. Jason Varitek, seriously, when he came over from Seattle to Boston, I didn't think much of it. I thought, oh, wow, you're shipping players off. You're doing the Red Sox thing like you did with John Tudor back in 80 whatever, and then he goes and wins a World
But
Series.
you also have to understand, I'm an anime fan too. And Robotech was one of my favorite fucking animes at that time.
Oh, Robotech, Varitek.
We
No,
played
no.
the fuck out of the role-playing game.
And one of the vehicles that they have is called a Veritech.
Okay.
So here comes this dude out of nowhere, and on the back of his jersey says Veritech.
Well, maybe he was in the XFL.
That's some cool ass shit.
He was
all
in the
right? So I
XFL.
was instantly a fan.
He just loved the name. He just loved the jersey.
I was instantly a fan. But the best part about it was I was able to watch his career because I became such a strong fan. The intro that you just gave him, if he was anybody else, I wouldn't be into him as much. But because he had that name, it triggered me. It made me watch.
I get it.
And then all of a sudden, he does all these great
much
things.
like, and I know I've pimped it out early in the show, Kevin Harvick.
Yes.
You get in that car the week after Dale Sr. dies, you deserve my fucking respect. Which is why he's my favorite now. When Rusty retired,
you get my boy that won the fucking Daytona 2 weeks ago, man.
Austin Dillon?
First time ever that fucking 3 car has
Oscar
fucking
De La
come
Hoya?
across that, man.
Close. So when Veritek comes over from Seattle, I don't think much of it because they shipped off, I don't remember who it was.
Oh, we shipped off a few people for him.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, you got like the second string catcher. Real
Right.
nice. And he came up and he was huge. And what sold me on Veritek, and I know because you brought him up, fuck you, Nancy, is when A-Rod slaps the ball out of Arroyo's hands and Veritek basically takes him to school.
Grabs his face.
My only problem with that is that Veritek didn't take off the mask. You want to be a tough guy? Take off the mask. And I get it, but it's in the middle of a game. Your mind is on the game, whatever. And that shows what Veritek's all about. My mind is on the game. But when he took A-Rod to school that day, he earned my respect. The same day, Pedro Martinez loses my respect for throwing a 72-year-old man on the ground.
Yes.
And people are saying, oh, well, he was charging him like a bull. He's 72 years old. You're going to kick his ass if he throws a punch.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pedro Martinez, who, by the way, I think is in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
Can
he is.
somebody-
I've got a good
Yes, no,
question.
he is,
I
he
got
is.
a good stream question right here.
What does he think he is, a cop?
Hardcore fans of whatever sport, obviously there's always that one guy that you just, Mattingly's that guy for the Yankees. And I just asked the Relish King.
Is Munson in the Hall of Fame? That was
Thurman
my
Munson?
all-time guy.
I believe he is,
I
yeah.
believe he is,
Yes,
too.
he is.
Yeah.
I said, if
Yes,
you
he
could
is.
put Mattingly in the Hall of Fame over Jeter, would you? And he now, of course, typical Relish King.
Yeah, but he's from
Relish
Boston.
King does not answer the
I
question.
thought he's
yes or
from
no.
Boston.
The Relish King?
Relish
Yeah.
King?
No, he's from Staven.
Staven.
I
Oh,
don't
he's
want to
from
lose.
Staven?
I don't want to
Okay.
lose street cred with Eddie Focus. So,
You're learning.
if you could put Mattingly in the Hall of Fame over
You could
Jeter,
buy street cred from him right now off of fucking Facebook, or they got a new Snapchat
off
app.
Patreon.
Yeah, there you go. Patreon.
Patreon.
He says Mattingly is God. So he doesn't say yes or no, but he says Mattingly is God.
That doesn't answer the fucking
Of
question.
course, but that's what the Relish King does. He's like a good
But
politician.
it kind of does. It
But
kind of
here's the
does.
stream
Like
question
you
right
kind
now.
of go into it.
If Mattingly is God, that makes Jeter Jesus.
Yes.
Whatever team you
But
root for.
he's still God,
Like,
so
for instance,
he's still-
Veritek. If you had to take a current Red Sox who's in the Hall of Fame right now out and put Veritek in, well, I guess the first question is, would you? And if so, who? And anyone out there on the stream, if you're...
Oh, I would have to sacrifice somebody who's in the Hall of Fame.
I have
right
my answer,
now.
but I'll tell you why when I answer the question. Go ahead.
So here we go. So I'm going to put it out there now. Focus, start thinking. I don't even know. Does he like sports? If politicians
No,
in
he's,
the Hall of Fame.
no, he's all politics.
An NRA member that might have retired and say, all right. So
Fuck Tanner.
No, I would leave. I like the choices that we have for the Hall of Fame
we
for Red
ought to
Sox.
do this right now with wrestling. If I could take one wrestler out and one wrestler
Thurman
in,
Munson
Oh yeah,
is not in the Hall of Fame.
that's easy.
Oh, he's not.
Coco Beware should not be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
That's
All
my
right, I
boy
agree.
right there.
But right now,
Fuck you, Eddie Focus. Get out of my house.
Loki and Jabroni live stream, whatever you want to put there, take somebody out of a Hall of Fame and put someone you think should be in. It could be generic pick
From the Red
from
Sox
baseball,
over
football.
Veritek.
Or like for us, as the diehards over here, if I
Okay.
could take one Met out and put one Met in, I'll start.
I have an
thinking about
answer
it
for
right
that
now.
too.
See, I don't
And
know,
I-
man.
go ahead.
I like our choices. I like the Sox that have made it to the Hall of Fame.
I do,
really
but
do.
So
my
you
an-
wouldn't put Veritek in over any of them.
I
How
would.
about the Red Sox Hall of Fame? The Red Sox number
No,
for guys.
all
See,
those
that's what I'm
numbers.
saying.
All those numbers are.
That's what I thought. I thought you're saying I have to take somebody from the Red Sox
No.
Hall of Fame out and put him
The
in.
Major League Baseball Hall of Fame.
How about the Major League Hall of Fame in
Major
general?
League?
I mean,
Okay.
that's like a big list. We'd have to get the list out
Yeah.
there.
Take out first of all, Relish King. How do you take out Reggie fucking Jackson and put in Kevin Moss? Eat shit and live. Eat shit and live. I'm gonna fuck with Hulk Hogan and I'm gonna fuck with the Relish King.
Whoa.
I'm gonna do both. I'm
Don't
a
fuck
rebel.
with Hulk Hogan.
I'm a rebel.
There's two things you don't ever do.
Kevin fucking Moss. Are you serious?
You don't disrespect
Daryl
Kevin
Strawberry.
Moss, and you don't disrespect the Relish
Kevin
King.
Moss is Steve Balboni thinner. That's all I gotta say. And you guys know. See, you're laughing.
We got to
You
get the Relish.
understand.
We can't give him alcohol, but we got to get the Relish King on the show.
Bring him down here. We'll set up extra cameras. We'll do what we got to do. Fuck it. If
We
I
got to
did-
do our next movie episode.
if
man.
I had to
that's
take
what we need.
if I had to take a Red Sox, I wouldn't take him out of the Hall of Fame. I would change his cap, only because of the time he spent with another team, but he chose to go in as a Boston player. Carlton Fisk played 7 years.
I know he did, but
7 or 8 years with
when
Boston,
he
and then
catcher,
12 years
Boston,
with,
he's a
with-
catcher.
But he played 12 years with Chicago.
But when he came to Boston, he was
A rookie.
incredible.
Oh, he was game changer.
He was incredible.
He was
And he was a
Thurman
catcher.
Munson and Carlton Fisk were like this. Read Carlton's book.
Right, exactly.
He said Thurman Munson
when
taught
he
me how to
went
be a man.
Chicago, he lost it, man. He didn't want to play the game no more. That's
But he did it
why-
for 12 more fucking years.
because he was getting paid. He was
And
getting
he
paid.
changed that
dude.
team, and they started to crawl back up onto the map because of his leadership.
Yeah, because eventually he was like, you know what? I'm here. I might as well start fucking doing something. But when he first came over there, I guarantee you he didn't want
His
that.
last days in Boston were lackluster.
There's three
'Cause he knew it
positions.
was
Going
coming.
into the 82
He
season,
knew it was coming, dude. He knew it was coming. Like I said, I mean, trust me.
before or after he drove drunk through his cornfield.
Oh, come on.
He was
You
looking
own a
for
farm.
Shoeless
I do
Joe.
the same thing.
Speaking of positions,
When I pulled in, I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna
Did you
take
drive through the cornfield?
I was gonna take Nessie for a ride through the cornfield when
Nice.
I pulled in, dude. I was like, that's a nice fucking lift right there. I bet you she could
Do
take
it.
it.
You have a question.
there's three positions in baseball basically that you don't need to have the best hitting career with to make the Hall of Fame. And that's catcher, second base, and shortstop. And Carlton Fisk at the time that
Was pretty badass.
He was like
I was gonna say,
second or third in home
Derek
runs
Jeter's
for catcher.
shortstop, fucking
Derek
number
Jeter-
6 on hitters.
I think we changed Chris Burns' mind on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Because if you
On what?
look at the all-time hits that Jeter's got,
I
it's
have
up
to
there.
buy it, but then again,
But
And
it's
second-
not,
second baseman,
he's
we got-
over
we got my
200
man
home runs.
Petey, dude.
He's got how many doubles? 300, 400
he
doubles?
was a double, triple
got a bunch
fucking
of triples.
guy.
So
Yeah.
he's got multiple hits. It's not just single. He ain't each.
No, I get you.
And here's what I would do is I take Phil Rizzuto out of the Hall of Fame and I put Mattingly in or Munson. You know, I think Munson should be. in
I
the
would
Hall
take
of Fame.
Rizzuto out for both of them. Absolutely. Phil
well, you can only do
Rizzuto.
one, obviously. So you'd have to take another guy.
Well,
Was
Jeter's
Bill Dickey in the Hall of
See,
Fame?
this is why I say I wouldn't fuck with
guys
the,
who should make the, because there's 3 Yankees that I don't think are ever going to make the Hall of Fame. But if I had to choose one of them, and those 3 are Mattingly, O'Neill, Pettit. So if I had to take one, if I take Rizzuto out and put one in, it's obviously going to be Don Mattingly.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know why
I'm with you.
Clemens came over to the Yankees, right?
Money,
Andy Pettit.
steroids, Pettit. Yeah, there's
I
a
like
lot of
Andy.
there's a lot of different reasons. Andy Pettit was great. Andy Pettit was a guy that when the steroid thing broke out with Clemens and Pettit came out and said, "Yeah, I did it. I was stupid. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again." Clemens was like, "Nope, wasn't me.
No, I didn't
Sorry.
do it. I didn't
I'm
do
from
it.
Texas. I'm going to say
Deny,
Nope.
deny, deny.
Not gonna do it." But going back to the Jeter point, yeah, I get it. But I always saw Jeter as a real clutch guy, but he was
If he was an
like just
outfielder.
below.
He's a shortstop.
When
I
do
mean, I
we-
guess that's why Biggio's in.
When do we put Pete Rose in?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Rose should be in. Let's be fair. He should be in.
All right.
But
What are your
I
other
think-
positions?
I
Real
brought
quick,
that up
'cause I
last
wanna
time.
know.
Jim Rice.
They've tried to put him in, but he keeps gambling.
Jim Rice, they kept out
Jim
of the Hall of Fame
Rice
for so
is
long.
Jim Rice
my,
dominated.
when he became
Fuck.
part of the Hall of Fame, dude, I about cried.
He went in
I'm
with
not even
Ricky
joking.
Henderson.
That's my boy. That
Yeah.
is my favorite player. Not
I
just,
was not a Red Sox fan, but I had a T-shirt when I was a kid, and it had Jim Rice's picture on it. It said, "The pitchers pay the price when they face Jim Rice," and I wore that shit to death. And people
they-
were like, "You're a Yankee fan, right?" Fuck that, Jim Rice.
Jim Rice is
Jim
the
Rice
fucking
is
man.
solid.
He's real. Even to this day, you can. There's nothing negative I can say
There was
about Jim
not,
Rice.
there was
I
not
love-
a better
I love that
right-handed
fucking
hitter
man.
in the 80s
No.
than Jim Rice.
In late 70s and 80s.
He
Jim
had
Rice-
that little fucking
78, 46
shimmy
home
butt
runs.
wiggle, holding the fucking
Forget-
place, baby.
He was at one point, maybe 3-4 years. There was no one badder. Like
Oh, no doubt.
he's a bad man. You don't want to face that guy, Jim Rice, and that's why Mattingly should be in, is because he did dominate
All right,
not
I'll
only
buy it.
position but offensively. The numbers Mattingly put on were nobody was. I mean, Wade Boggs was getting that many hits that Mattingly was getting, but Mattingly was driving in 145 runs.
Mattingly
a year.
also-
That's, that's actually a
in
good
the
call.
80s.
if I'm
In
not
the
if I'm not
80s.
mistaken,
Wade Boggs.
Mattingly has more home runs than Boggs.
Wade Boggs. Yeah,
In
yes,
those,
he does.
In those
Yes, he
5
does.
years alone, he's got.
And
more
didn't
home runs
Boggs
than
make
Boggs.
it?
They're both.
Well, Wade Boggs. hit
Boggs
the
is in,
3,000.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, did Boggs make it as a Yankee or a Sock?
I think he went in
He
as a
went in as
Devil
a.
Ray.
He went in. I think he went in as a Devil Ray. Hold
Did
on,
he go
let
in
me-
as a Devil Ray?
let
Fuck
me
us
look that
both.
up. Yeah.
He went as a fucking Ray. Fuck us both.
It might have been part of his contract. Hold on, I'm looking it up now.
Here's the thing about Boggs. Boggs should be in because of the batting average.
Us both.
The batting average and the on base percentage.
No,
were
he was.
ridiculous.
His batting average was insane.
And his on base because the guy used to walk a lot too.
Yeah.
The guy's on base.
Well, because he was
percentage
intelligent. He was an intelligent batter. Trust me. Like when he was on, he was like one of my favorites growing up. As far as like watching him play.
The Hall of Fame vetoed his request to go in as a Ray, and they put him in as a Boston Red Sox. There's his plaque right there.
Okay, I was going to say, what
Boston,
the fuck, dude?
Boston 82-92, New York 93-97.
Yes.
Devil Rays 88 and 99.
Right, fuck you, Rays. Fuck you, Rays.
But
he played more as a Sox and a Yankee than a Ray.
Here he goes.
Fuck you both. Fuck you both.
I got
Here
you.
he goes.
What was your other
I don't know.
position?
I think he should be a Devil Ray.
What was your other position that you wanted to talk about?
Second base?
Second base.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Jeff Kent.
Jeff Kent should definitely be in.
Just for the mustache, not even the...
The porn stash.
Craig
Second Biggio, base. That totally...
Craig Biggio, no. Jeff Bagwell, no.
No Bagwells. No Bagwells.
Fuck.
He should be in the Xavier Hall of Fame. That's it.
It's
a high school
thing.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, second base is
underappreciated.
It's that's why you got the shortstop. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're same.
No,
left side, right side.
It used to be defensive position.
Middle infield.
Right, exactly.
You never had a second base power hitter.
David Murphy should be in the Hall of Fame. He hasn't even retired yet.
From 86.
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout's a first baseman, I thought.
I thought he started first.
Same, whatever. From the 86 Mets.
They had a salmon and a trout. What's up with that?
The 86 Mets, their second baseman. Oh Christ, I can't think of his name right now. And I was
Randolph?
just talking about it the other day. No, not Willie Randolph from the World Series team. Wally something or other.
Why you
Thank
bring
you.
up the 86? Why?
Because
we have a Met fan in the house. Is Yankee Boston?
Well, no, because that's a second baseman that busted his ass, and of second baseman of the last 40 years, he's the only one I can really think of, short of Robinson Cano, that made any impact. Would you say Mark Bellhorn is Hall of Fame worthy?
No.
Neither would I.
There was another guy, second baseman with big numbers in the 80s.
All right, let's wrap
what
this
I
finally
realized
up.
here, as soon as I brought up the Mets, he wants to change the subject. Now, you're a Yankees fan?
I am. It's right here on my arm.
And he's a Red Sox fan. And
It's
what
right
I
there
see
on his
here
head.
is we got the two-party dictatorship in between me over here.
I'm more of a Sox fan than I'm not. So
That's because you're
But I'm
gay.
saying I'm like a third party over here. I'm getting shunned. I'm not even allowed.
You're
in the
Gary
debates.
Johnson.
I'm the Gary Johnson of baseball sport teams.
Speaking of
Hey.
which, don't go anywhere tomorrow night. We have a show to
blue and
do.
orange. Who the fuck picked your colors?
The Knicks. Oh, wow. See how we did that in tandem?
Okay.
See what we did there?
Yeah. Well, of
When's
course,
the last
he's
time
red.
they went to a fucking playoff?
I got a funny Knicks story.
Me too. Playoffs.
Yeah, right? When did we...
that's so funny.
Right? When did we snip the
I gotta
playoffs?
I gotta say this. That goes along with you. When I was doing stand up, I do a couple of 2-3 sports jokes, and I got it.
2 or 3.
So I'd say like a Met
You
joke,
caught that too.
a Jet joke, and I'd be like, and I got a great joke about the Knicks.
They're the Knicks.
Okay, that was basically the punchline.
Oh,
So-
really? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on your
All right.
shit.
And I say, I got this other joke too. I can't. I can't remember the joke. All I remember is the punchline. The
And you're
Knicks. That's how it went.
I like how you're holding your freaking throat while you do that.
I get no respect. I swear to God, I get no respect.
Look, we can argue Hall of Fame
Take
all
my
day.
wife, please.
We should do
No, you're
a
right.
Hall of Fame baseball
No, that's a
thing.
good- that's a good
Who
call.
should be in
That's a
and who
good call.
should not be
Yeah,
in.
well, for every person you put in, you got to take somebody out.
No,
Exactly.
I like that. I like that formula.
and we
I
could do that all day long.
Because then, otherwise, we're just putting guys.
See, when you
in.
first said it, I thought you were saying, okay, so I would have to take somebody who's in the Hall of Fame who represented the Red Sox out.
well, I
to put a Red Sox
to,
sure.
to
in.
put somebody
because of the
in.
Jeter
Right.
Mattingly thing, and
Right, exactly.
and you mentioned
exactly.
Varitek.
What a
Yes,
fantastic
yes,
point.
Yes.
We'll do that, and we'll get you here, and we'll have our list, a top 5 list. Why not?
You made the
I
list.
like it.
we love
I like
top
it.
You just made the list.
We made the list.
And you know who else is into list? Jim Lalamere. We could have him come in because he's got a lot of baseball knowledge. I've talked baseball with him a billion times. We'd have to get more room. Maybe we'll do a 2-parter. I don't know. Fuck it.
You ought to do like a Loki and Jabroni sports trivia episode, where you get Loki Jabroni fans, people out there on the World
See if they
Wide
can
Web.
stump us.
Ooh. No
Stump the
Google
jabroni.
machine,
Stump
no
the team.
bullshit.
Yeah, stump the team.
right.
Much like I want to do with rock and roll trivia,
All right.
and no one will touch me.
I'm going to do you one better here.
Go ahead.
I'll do you one better. Okay.
I said I'd give it a shot.
So you get
All right.
it had to be a tag team because you guys are a tag team. So
We are.
now we get the wrestling involved. You guys pick your WWE tag team,
Uh-huh.
all right, and then you get X amount of contestants, and every
Sure.
week you bring in a new tag team. So you get the Rockers week 2, Joe Bones and frickin' Torrey Smith come in here and they try to stump you.
Joe Bone and Torrey Smith are very tough.
My point is,
I know.
you see who wins this tournament.
Right.
Okay. So
I like
I pushed that pretty good. I'll
I
make
like
some
that.
posters.
No, I like that. I like that. I like that.
before we let this fine gentleman go, I have to give the most famous words in podcast history because I can see the vein popping out on Eddie's forehead. So
This better not suck.
no, it's not. This better not suck. That's when shit goes on upstairs, and I'll explain that line to you when we're off the air.
Wow.
All right, are you ready,
I'm ready.
Ed? Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All right. So welcome to today's society where people just can't say no. For some fucking reason, they just feel like you got to throw something out there, throw people a bone, put them down nicely. It's very simple, people.
Why do I have a feeling I'm going to bang my head against the wall with this one?
No, you're not. You're not.
right.
I'm making it very easy for you. Now, the last time you were in the studio, we were in the other studio.
Yeah.
Valhalla
And
Entertainment
you
Complex.
didn't have a girlfriend then. As a matter of fact, I think you were woeing her, weren't you?
You were pimping yourself out
weren't
pretty
you?
hard.
Weren't you?
Win a date with.
I was going to say right. So leading into this, let me say this: how hard is the dating scene of today?
It's the best in my life. 'Cause
It's
I
the best.
found the girl in my
Not
dreams.
just her. Before you met her, the nightmare that led up to her.
Oh,
How many psychopaths? How many times did you just want to pull the plug on a date?
I would have dated Don Mattingly and Barry. I would exchange both of them for any ex of mine, basically. Maybe a couple, 2, 3 that were all right. You know.
So I got some people. I got a nice little list here. I have the top 10 ways that you can tell somebody no on a date right now without really pissing them off. Because, snowflakes, they get pissed off.
I wouldn't say pissed off. They get upset.
They get verklempt. They got
Verklempt.
upset. They got upset.
Upset.
They got upset.
THET. Upset.
Upset. You're damn right. So number 10, we'll go right into it. I'm building my pig from a kit. It's a nice way to say no. This is nice ways to say no.
No, I'm slow, so say that a little slower.
This is a nice way to say no.
No, not that part.
Oh,
what you
I'm
said.
sorry.
The number 10.
Number 10, I'm building a pig from my kit.
Okay.
I'm tall. That went over my head.
I got
Yes,
nothing.
There's a pig, and you got to build it, and this comes in a kit.
I got nothing.
So instead of going on a date, you're going to build a pig out of a kit.
Okay.
Got me? So these are things that you're going to tell people no
Okay.
to a date.
Should I
Number
write this
9.
down?
Number 9. It wouldn't be fair to all the other beautiful people now, would it?
Oh,
Of course not.
See?
Heaven
See?
forbid
How
we
you
have a
feeling me on that
contest.
one? Number 8. It's my parakeets bowling night out. I got to drive them.
oh, Jesus.
That makes
man.
sense.
Parakeets got to bowl too, man. Don't give me that look.
I'm not.
Don't give me that look.
I'm not giving you a
parakeets
look.
work hard.
They should have a night
As long
out.
as they don't repeat the score.
Number 7. This goes out to my Green Bay fans.
Fuck Green Day.
I got it. No, I got to. I got to put a
I
dig
know.
in every time with my Green
know.
Bay. I didn't mention Green Bay once until now. I'm staying at home to work on my cottage cheese sculpture.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Fuck you all. I hate Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay.
Number 6. Sorry, I've been scheduled for a karma transplant.
Oh, my God.
You have
Karma
been.
transplant?
Karma.
Karma
don't like
from
You got to
in,
let karma in.
karma from out.
Not if you want a transplant. Not if you want a transplant. Number 5. The man on television told me to stay tuned. I cannot go on a date with you. Sorry.
Oh, Christ.
Said stay tuned, man.
I know.
I can't do it.
Keep buying the bullshit. Keep doing it. Go ahead.
I think
Number 4.
that might upset somebody.
Go ahead.
The president said, stand by. It might be huge.
Oh, fuck.
Huge.
It could be huge.
The
could be huge.
league. Big league.
Number 3,
Big.
I want to spend more time with my blender tonight
Yikes.
because I love margaritas, man.
I know.
I love me some margaritas. Number 2, I've dedicated my life to linguine.
Well, isn't that just
That
about
makes
a bitch?
sense.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
That one. I'm the self-taught regard. I would
I know.
definitely
it's
dedicate
better
my
than
life.
dating. It's better than dating. And number 1, and this goes out to all my cat fans out there because, you know, I fucking hate cats. They all fucking.
I know you do.
And no, I've gotten some flack over the week. So this
Yeah,
goes.
yeah.
I have.
Gonna kill you.
So this goes out to my fucking cat fans. The number 1 reason why I'd love to go out on a date with you, but I just can't. I have to teach my cat to floss.
Well, isn't that about a bitch?
It is.
I hate to
That's
rain on
a
your
pussy way out.
I hate to rain on your parade, but you've been called to the upstairs office region by the general manager, and it's probably a good idea if you go. I'm just throwing that out there.
Oh, great.
No, there's a problem.
Oh, what happened? The boy?
Nobody's saying anything, but yes. And it's a pretty shitty problem, and I have nothing other that I can throw out there.
All right.
Wait,
guess I'm
is
going.
he on number 2?
He'll be back. No, he was at number 1. And
No, I'm saying, what mic was he?
I got nothing. I don't know what to do. You saw her right here. I don't know.
This is why moving sucks.
This is
I
why
know. However,
So you got to go now?
no, you don't have to take off your
Apparently,
shoes.
yes,
You don't have to take off your. Are you taking off your shoes?
No, he's just.
Oh, I'll be up in a minute because I'll lead these folks out. I don't know.
We're about to have another live Loki and Jabroni.
You may or may not want to.
We're here live
okay.
at the Loki and Jabroni Show where there seems to be a dilemma. Not the Emma dilemma from earlier. We're talking about something else.
If there's not a dilemma, it wouldn't be us.
That's right.
I'll say.
Sorry,
that
we're
now.
at the 2 hour and 10 mark anyway.
All right,
Yeah, we're up there.
Don't forget to visit our affiliate links, lokiandjabroni.com. Find the affiliates. Don't forget to visit www.patreon.com/lokiandjabroni. Don't forget to visit cafepress.com/lokiandjabroni.
Donate a couple $2.
And thank you to Big Ian C.
Pleasure.
We're going to roll out now, but
Thank you, sir.
you don't go anywhere. I'd love to talk to you for a few minutes. And
Beautiful.
as we bid you farewell, we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Thank you again.
Love.
Have a sit down. I'll be right back. Beer's in here.